All right, all right, all right. What it do, what it do, what it do. You know who it is and you know what it is. It's Sunday and it's your boy up and coming show, Breaking Bread. The panel we had from last Sunday, it was so dope that we had to do a part two. And yes, your boy got on the nice shirt with the tie. I'm trying to embrace my inner Kevin Samuels. You feel me? But before we go any further, you know what we gotta do. We gotta introduce ourselves, man.
Yes. Who going first? I can go first. I'm Danita Baby from the Let's Talk Perspective podcast. Make sure to like and follow my page. Thank you.
All right, all
Right.
right.
Well, I want to show you something like it's live, like streaming live. I'm watching it from my phone, so
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
know. Yes, I'm
All right,
watching like it's live right now. So, but my
all
bad.
right.
Go ahead, please introduce yourself, girl.
All right, all right. I'm Crazy from the Listen Up, Listen In podcast. You can check me out on all podcast platforms. Um, and I'm in season 2 and do what I do. If you want to be a guest on the show, let me know. You know, I like to be nice and smooth and flow. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Okay, that's it. I'm good.
And it's the man with the plan, Young Squalor, from the podcast formerly known as Always Everything with Squalor, but currently known as the Squalor Reloaded podcast. And we will be coming back out around holiday season.
All
All right,
right,
all right, all right. So where we left off at I believe Danita was on you. You were asking questions about upbringing, which I answered, but now it's Squalor's turn to back it up. This is stirring the pot part 2. Part 1 was dope. We had to do a part 2. I just want to make sure I put that out there so y'all can be aware of what's going on. You know what I mean?
But
You
before
got
you
the floor,
start,
baby. It's on you, Danita.
you said that you were on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now
Oh, okay. I don't
from
see
my
it.
phone.
Okay. All right. I don't see it.
You don't see? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
What about Yeah, 'cause I'm looking at it right now on my phone.
Really? I'm on your page. Hmm. Okay. I just wanted to share it. That's why.
Mary Jane.
Oh, okay. Try now. I think I know what I did wrong. Try now.
Do it.
Oh, it's working.
You see it? You see it now?
Yeah. Okay, I got you. Yep.
All right, bet. Because you know what I did? I had it on only me. I had to change it to
Oh, only
public.
you.
My bad, y'all.
Oh, sound like
Oh
it's
yeah, got to
me.
change that to public.
Yeah. All right, we on. All right, we good. We good. It's on you, Danita, baby.
Okay, so the question was just the question we left off at is what does that the upbringing of not suppressing a man's emotions, but also teaching him about his emotions. What does that look like in the household or the upbringing?
Okay, well, it was on me, right?
Yeah.
On
So,
you, baby.
in my experience, I had both. So, as far as my father, he was more on the express yourself. He didn't really tell me to cry, but he was more express yourself. But as my uncle, boys don't cry. Fuck is you crying for, nigga? I'm gonna punch you in your chest.
See.
Well,
Somebody call 911.
no, it's cool though. It's cool because what happens is, so as a man, you can't be emotional in society. Like you can't just walk around being emotional. So, whereas one side will teach you to express yourself, you can be expressive without being emotional. So it just teaches you to basically with that teaching, the idea behind it, as part of my opinion, is to not show vulnerability. It's not more so showing emotion. That men not supposed to be vulnerable or weak. So that's what that's boiling down to, not showing weakness or vulnerability. And it's like, if you're gonna cry, do it by yourself. Don't let nobody see you. Nobody.
But then that's kind of like if you get in a relationship, you're gonna block them out if you're not able to at least express that with them.
It's not a block. It's like, well, one, if I tell you fall back and relax, you should respect that.
True.
Two,
But I would
it's
be
not,
falling. Go back.
it's
I'll
not a
go. I'm
block.
sorry.
It's not a block. It's a space thing. If you give the man the space and then you trying to force it, like, eventually he's gonna come your way. You know, after he deal with it within himself first.
So are you saying eventually going to share it? Because I know the difference between giving someone space, because I'm really big on space. So
Yeah,
are
that's what
you
I'm
saying
saying.
that eventually he will come around and be vulnerable? And if he want to cry with the person he's in a relationship with, with the person he's in a relationship with, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that.
So that's one question. You got the next one, Anita? Or that was just the one question?
No, we answered the first one. Remember, this was my second one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, bad.
Mm-hmm.
So now I
That's
believe
my
it's on
outlook.
Squalor. Squalor was supposed to ask the two questions.
I gotta ask 2 questions about the upbringing.
So Squalor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. My first question is, well, now, I really know the answer to that question, but I do want to still hear your opinion. But why is it that? Because I know what my mother told me, that her mother always told her to be in a position to tell a man to fucking kiss your ass. She said that's basically saying be super independent, like super independent. My mother is that, but at default, my mother is also single. Like, she's super independent, don't want for nothing, don't need for nothing. But at the same time, she don't have a partner.
Perhaps
So my
like
question is, why is it that, why do y'all feel that women are taught to be super independent, even though in order to, well, I ain't gonna say in order to have a successful relationship, but a lot of times that super independence is masculine energy, which doesn't really attract a man. Not saying that you not attractive, but that type of energy, a man won't flock to it.
I know some people with women with very masculine energy, and they in relationships. So
I mean, it's
I
not
think it's
100%, but
they be in relationships. And another thing is, some people might choose to be single too. There's another thing about that space. So if they're like actively dating and can't find someone, then that's when they probably should reevaluate themselves. But if they are content and wanting to be single, then I don't see nothing wrong with it. And but
yeah.
to kind of answer your question, though, from my perspective, I think at the end of the day, you have women are being taught to be independent because men are not in the household. People are, and it's both parties. We choose to have babies or have boyfriends or that turn into someone you're having a child with, and they're just not stepping up. So if you don't know how to be independent, then you just kind of, I don't know, you're not going to know how to survive in that type of situation. You know what I mean? So I think the teaching of independence is important for both women and men, honestly, because again, like what I touched on last time, I don't want my son want to be living with some woman, you know what I'm saying, taking care of him and stuff. So I think being taught independence important for all parties. But I think it's just because, like men are not people. These men are not taking care of their kids and stuff. So, you just don't have a choice but to be independent. To be honest, and that doesn't include all of them. I'm just saying, it's a good portion of them that are not.
Like I said, that don't apply to my. Well, I use my mother as my example. She had her father in the house for sure, and she was still taught that. I don't know.
Well, that's why people come to it a different way. I wasn't taught that. I told you that. I had both parents. I wasn't taught that. I learned it because they abandoned us. Then I learned my independence after being taken advantage of and all kinds of stuff. So I'm very independent. I wasn't taught that though. I was thrown out in the water, sink, swim type mentality. You know what I mean? So I taught myself to be independent. So that's another thing. It definitely can vary, you know. But I promise you, I was in a household with both of my parents up until at least 12. And they never taught me anything about independence. Hell, they never taught me anything about a lot of things. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot on my own. I'm telling you. So, but Preezy, what you think?
I feel being independent is very important. And for a lot of factors. One could be self-esteem. I think women should be independent when it comes to self-esteem. It could be so you don't have to depend on others. Personal growth is very important in becoming independent. Emergencies is a factor of being independent, right?
Okay.
Relationships, making decisions. I think it's important whether it comes with family or planning things, personal things within yourself. I think it's very important to be independent. I don't understand why men have a problem with that. I don't. Why would you have a problem of a woman that wants to be independent, whether it's about her career? It could be about her career, just taking care of things. A lot of women, like you said, Danita, had to do things on their own. And so that independence doesn't leave you. You know, even if somebody comes up in your life, being independent, you still gotta have that like survival mode. You know, and I just don't understand what's the big thing of being independent. Nobody's saying that, oh, I don't need a man. Just saying like I don't think anybody should need anyone. You should want them. When you start needing someone, to me, you're losing your independence. To me, you're losing your self-esteem because you feel that you need that person. No, it should be a want.
Right.
What you need to do is have self-empowerment within yourself. Learn to love yourself because nothing lasts forever. And so you don't want to be in a situation where this particular person did everything, took control of everything, you knew nothing, and then something happens, now you're lost. So I would think that a man would want a woman that's independent. In the event that he's not around, what should I do? And that comes in emergencies, anything that could happen. So now she's not independent, she don't know what to do. You never let her do things. Now she's lost. Wouldn't that make you angry? The first thing you're gonna say is, you don't know
Exactly. Nothing.
That's not a dumb.
Who said that?
Dumb. Please. You know you meant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I
now,
say something
all
real
of a
quick?
sudden, I'm learning and I'm getting a
Mm-mm.
career and I'm going to school and I'm trying to educate myself to be a better me. Now you want to, oh, where all this stuff comes from? Oh, so you want to be the man now?
Oh no, see,
Why
who said
does a
that?
woman have to be the man if
That's some
she's just
shit.
trying to better herself? I would think a man would want a woman to better
That's
herself.
independent.
That's independent where let's say sometimes, let's say for instance, perfect example. Let's say young Squala, you were supposed to call the plumber because we had a problem in our bath. You at work and I'm home and you know what? He didn't get to it. Let me call a plumber and get this problem fixed.
Is
Would you
that the
not
same
call
thing,
that?
Ron?
It is, but I'm
That's
being
not the
independent
same.
and stepping forward
It's
and
word.
doing
It's not.
something that you should have done.
Why? Why y'all say it's not?
Why?
Because I'm going to tell you why.
The car,
It's not.
I don't understand. So the car's not working. You didn't do nothing with the vehicle. The
That's
vehicle's not working. So now I'm taking the opportunity now and taking care of the car for you because you didn't get to it.
that's not the
What's the
same.
problem? Why is it not the same? I'm
It
being
has.
independent.
It
I'm
has
not
nothing
calling.
to
That's
do
I'm
with
not
not
it.
the
calling on
same
you.
thing.
I'm not
Okay, wait a
calling
minute.
on you to do
What?
anything. I'm stepping up and taking care of what I need to take care of. I'm not waiting on you to do it. What's the
And
problem?
y'all said it's not the same. But if you were supposed to fix that car and then I got tired of waiting on you and I take it to Joe to get it fixed, y'all gonna have a problem with that.
My thing
But
is
the thing
this.
is, what I'm trying to
Why
say
the
is,
wait, hold on. Why is your examples is of men dropping the ball? Why
It's
is
not dropping
that
the
It's
that
ball.
not,
You was
it's
example?
not
at work.
dropping the
You
ball.
was
That
We're
at
talking
work.
about being independent. Like if I'm doing things
It's called teamwork.
right, like why should
let's
I have
say
to wait on you to do things? Or in other words, you saying that women are independent and we take care of the responsibilities that we need to take care of. We don't call on you to do it. We just do it. What's the problem?
no. See, that's not an issue. The thing is, I actually don't think independence is an issue. So what I'm saying is, like, my question is like, why? Okay, so if you have a son and a daughter, right?
Mm-hmm.
You teach your son one way and you teach your daughter another way because it's two different, women are one way, men are another way. So a lot of times I hear from women that they say that their parents or whoever raised them, whether it be their grandmother, auntie, uncle, whoever, has taught them to literally say "fuck niggas," like,
No.
and that men ain't shit, like all this crazy shit. From a young age, before they ever even think about getting into a relationship,
Well,
for the
that's
nigga to
technically
drop the
not
ball,
independence, though.
so
That's
then
not
what
the
is
teaching
it
them
same
to
then?
as
be,
independence.
So what is it then if
teaching
it's not
them.
independent?
Maybe it's teaching them to be
Huh?
careful
By
on
No,
telling
that
the
the
sounds
woman,
like
decisions
by
that you
telling
make
the
in
woman,
life.
fuck
What is it?
niggas, that's
Huh?
being
no,
careful.
that's just how that lady is raised in her household.
Right.
Obviously, because she got some pain and hurt that she didn't deal with, and
There's
she
ways of
went off and
saying
had
things.
kids,
Right.
and she teaching them what she know about a man. That's not
Right.
in general or the same,
Right.
and it's definitely not teach. It's not independence. It's not the teaching of
Right.
independence.
It's
That's
not
the teaching of
being
hatred.
careful.
That's
Right.
what it sounds like.
Or being
Like hate
careful.
all niggas. That's what it sounds like. So that's not
She could have
a
worded
teaching.
different and it been the same. Listen, when you dealing with young men, you have to be careful because young men are this and they'll say that and they'll do anything and they'll say that. So it could have been worded differently, meaning the same thing. If I have a daughter, tell her, listen, sweetie, you have to be careful because young boys will say things to you that will make you go out there and do things. So you have to be careful and make sure whatever decision you make is the right decision. That's different.
Yeah,
If
and
she worded it that way, I guess that's the way she talks. But basically, I mean, you're going to teach your daughter and your son to be careful on both parties. My job is to whatever I know as a woman to do my part for my son and my daughter, and whatever my husband knows, he's supposed to do his part with the daughter and the son.
Right. And
But
that's
the
just
thing
life
is, we
lesson.
talking
That's
about
not
independent.
independent lesson. That's like a life
That's
lesson.
life.
Yeah, that's
But
not
the thing is,
That's life.
we're
independent.
saying these things are being taught from a woman's perspective in a single household. We're not talking about men and women together.
I know.
Because what I'm saying, what I have to say is, it's not the fact that a man is intimidated by your independence. It's your masculine energy. Is what he doesn't want to deal with.
Yeah.
I
We
can
don't
do it
want to deal with
myself.
your
Some.
Hold
feminine,
on,
and we don't want to deal with your
I stood
feminine
here
energy.
quiet when y'all was talking. I stood here quiet and I
Okay.
ain't say a
You
word the
guys
whole
got
time.
feminine. You guys got feminine energy.
Okay, but the thing is, who teaches us feminine energy? If we raise a single households, women. If we are raised in a single
So
household,
be
raised by
around men.
women, where do we get the feminine energy from if we raised by
Well,
females?
go hang around your homeboys, and then you get some
Okay, then when
masculine
we
energy.
go on the streets and hang out with our homeboys, that ain't shit. Then what happens then?
Ain't nobody told you to choose. You could choose, but you could choose men.
You gotta
that
choose
are right.
better.
You sitting up there looking like a
Okay,
freak.
first of
Why
all,
don't you go find
hold on.
somebody
See
in
what
the
I'm saying? How I
congregation?
can never. This is what I'm saying about communication. Like I let y'all rock. Let me rock. Let me
Oh, I'm
rock.
sorry. Let him
Okay,
rock,
go ahead.
Crazy.
Oh, go ahead. Let him
We
rock.
sorry.
Like
He's
you see what I mean? Like I just know. I
sensitive.
stood here.
He's feeling a little sensitive, so go ahead.
How? If I sat here and got quiet and let y'all speak the whole time.
I have to say, go ahead. That must be your feminine
That
side.
right there
You
is an
in your
example.
feelings.
That right there
You
is an
in your
example of what men don't
Oh,
want to deal with. Was I
yeah,
saying that?
that's
Was I
right.
saying, oh, Donita's being sensitive or Preezy's being sensitive? Let me let her go. I'll let you speak.
Go ahead, baby. Take off them shades. I don't know what you up to. Looking like Ray Charles.
Nah, I'm trying to hide the
Oh
cock out
my
of.
God.
Go ahead.
Nah, but for real, like no, seriously, it's not the
Okay.
fact of men are being intimidated by your independency. It's just about their masculine energy. Like if you're constantly telling a man, "I don't need you, I don't want you, I could do it on my own." You're an independent woman, you know that. Okay, but by nature, a man's job is supposed to provide and protect and do all that other good stuff. So if a man comes across that's trying to do that for you and you know you don't need him, you don't gotta remind him. Every time I get into an argument, you don't gotta tell him, you know what, fuck you, nigga, I don't need you. Because after a while, who wants to deal with that? Now we're
And
gonna flip the roles.
men don't
No,
say that.
huh?
Men don't say that either.
Say
Men
what?
don't
I'm
Black
not
tell
men
saying they
don't.
men
do. I'm
don't
just
tell
flipping
Black
my
men
men
don't
fucking.
don't
tell women
cheat,
they don't
and
need
we
them.
don't say none of that shit.
Now you need to.
You
I
know,
don't know what
That's what
out
they're
the
let me
black
world
tell
you
you, let
men
me
live
tell
in.
you,
Well, what
let
is
me tell you
this?
about the
What is
black
this?
man.
What
Let me tell you about the black
is
man.
That's
We
what
really?
I'm
sit
trying.
there and
Okay, so I'm
we
gonna
sit
tell you like
there
this.
and take that shit.
Oh my
See,
God.
he cut you, Squalla. Meek was still talking.
Uh-huh.
I know. I was about to tell him, like, let me just get it in real quick. No homo. But I'm trying to. Okay, let's flip the
Say he
roles
just
real
went
quick,
to
right?
the
Let's flip the roles, right? Every time you get into an argument with a man, and he's crying, literally in tears every time y'all argue,
Oh,
would you want to deal with a man like that?
it's all good.
I'm asking you, like every time you can be like, for example, me and you, Preezy, right? You can be like, Meek, I don't like your glasses. What? Why you don't like my
I'm gonna be like,
glasses?
baby, why are you crying? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me get the
Okay,
tissue.
but I'm asking you, would you
Apologize.
want to
I'm
deal with a
sorry.
man like that?
I'm sorry.
No, because he needs to deal with himself. He got some
All
Yeah,
right,
issues.
then.
exactly.
This is what I'm saying about why
Emotion.
men don't want to deal with masculine women. It's not about
But
your independence. It's about the energy that you're giving.
What
If you're
makes the woman masculine?
but
what
I
makes the
was
woman
gonna say
masculine?
that's not true all the way. I think we
What
need
makes
to
the woman?
normalize. I think we need to normalize that you
Hell
just
no,
picking the wrong lovers. Okay, I can say that for myself too.
no.
We're picking the wrong people to get in relationships with. We're picking
Yes.
people that are
Let,
not healed. They're not secure with
Of course,
themselves and all
100%.
kinds of things, and then we run into these problems. And then we want to combine them with, oh, that's because she got all that energy because she was raised in a one-parent home and her mom taught her to hate, hate, hate. That's not true all the time. You
Okay.
know what I mean?
you,
Like
No.
we are picking bad lovers at the end of the day when we
you know,
experience
Yes. That's
these
what y'all
things.
doing.
I like
And
that. I like that
don't
idea.
you
I
want
like that idea,
don't you want
Danita.
somebody to express themselves?
But
Okay, I understand that, but my whole thing is you can express yourself without crying every 5 minutes.
Yeah, you can. I don't want nobody crying every 5 minutes. I'm gonna need him to go to the mental health place and figure out what's going on.
But something like that is of feminine energy. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what you're not seeing. This is what I'm trying to say. Okay, it's not about your independence. It's about the energy that you give. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Y'all don't want to hear that. That's just exactly what it is.
Heard it.
Everybody wants somebody.
Nobody
perfect.
It's not even about nobody being perfect, Preezy. This is what I mean. It's not about nobody being perfect. It's for the simple fact of a man. Allow a man to be a man if he's a real man, and allow a woman to be a woman if she's a real woman. That's all I'm saying.
I like that. If that's the if factor.
And the fear factor.
You feel what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's just what it boils down to, and a lot of women don't want to hear that.
Yo.
We just
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
I understand you're tired, but if y'all tired, okay, so let me ask you a question. So you're sitting up there telling me, in the amount of years you've been on Earth, Preezy, and the amount of years you've been on Earth, Donita, you've never came across a good man.
No.
Never.
Ever.
Then you want to know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Never ever. Huh?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you what it is then. I'm gonna tell you what it is. If you are the age that you are, Preezy, and you are the age that you are, Donita, and you never came across a good man, and you want to know what it is? It's something within you that you have to fix.
No, I know what it is. No. Back it up. Back it up. I already know what it is. I told you what it was. The reason why I'm saying that is because
you see what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. I sat here quiet when y'all was speaking.
You picked the wrong people. I told you that.
You feel me, right? This is what I'm saying about one of the key things that women lack. Communication. The bulk of communication is listening. I stand here and listen.
You act like a scorned man. Who did you deal with that
broke up like a scorned man? When I stand here and listen to what y'all was saying,
you are a scorned man.
That's crazy. I'm scorned because I'm listening and I cut you off. I'm just showing proper communication.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we do keep cutting you off. I apologize.
I keep forgetting. My whole thing is, if it was the other way around and Preezy, you was talking, and Donita, you was talking, I kept cutting you off.
I'm sorry.
I always expect y'all to say the same thing to me, like, yo, Meek, chill.
I'm sorry. I love you.
See what I'm that right? Yo,
oh my God.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Y'all was talking about communication, right? And look, we talking communication. I'm laughing because it took both of it. I'm thinking about the link.
Word. Get him, Squalor, please.
Why? No, I was good. My computer's messed up. Something's wrong with it. I got to get rid of it. It's no good. I got to get rid of it.
I'm going to give you an example of what I mean.
No, but let me explain.
Who is y'all?
Right? No, the way you sent it is totally different than what I've seen other podcasters send. It's usually a little writing. It's like a real link, and you just click it. So that's what threw me off, because I don't normally see that. Yeah.
We was in here like they can't find the link, yo.
Yeah, me and Squalor was on for like 10 or like 15, 20 minutes, I think. Waiting.
Really? No, you was not. You was not. 15,
there was at least an hour.
I don't know what y'all was on.
Oh, now it's an hour.
When I initially asked for the link, I stepped away and came back.
My computer, no. I had it. It's my computer wasn't acting. Something's wrong with it. I'm gonna have.
I'm gonna tell you why I said what I just said, though. I'm gonna tell you why I said what I just said, because you wanna know why? I had a realization within myself that there's something within me that I have to fix. Due to the fact of me not fixing it, that's why I'm attracting the women that I'm attracting. That's why I'm taking the time to fix myself. That's all I'm saying, because the reason why I'm saying that yeah, exactly my point. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Maybe it's a possibility, the reason why you're not finding the man you want, because there's something within you that you're not putting in the universe that's attracting that man. It's a possibility. That's what I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could be a possibility.
Maybe I'm just
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I've learned that a long time ago. So I just know, like I said, it still boils down to the people we pick. It just does at the end of the day, regardless if they are attracted to us for whatever reasons. People can be attracted to you because you're a kind person. That's not nothing wrong with you. It's just that you need to not be kind with everybody. You need to select who you're kind with.
self-love.
There are people.
Yes.
Right. So it don't even necessarily mean that. As far as me being single now, I'm single because I want to be. I am taking the time to get me some healing in and some other things with things going on. So I'm not even really I haven't looked for a man in a while because for one, I'm not the type that jump out of relationships and back in one. I just got out of a bad relationship maybe about 3 years ago, and we were together for 4 years, but I've known him since I was like 20 because we were in a relationship then, and I circled back, you know what I mean? So I don't care to like jump in a relationship right now. I'm trying to figure my stuff out, and I really want to grow. And unfortunately, sometimes relationships to me are distractions, especially if you got the wrong person around, you know? So I mean, it's somebody else you gotta divide your time to, and you know, I don't know.
Sometimes when you're trying to focus on things that you need to do in your life, you gotta fall back. You can't. Relationships are beautiful, but if you're trying to focus on things and trying to get things right for yourself, you can't do that. So this is your self-love, spending time with you, doing things that you need to take care of. Somebody comes along, they come along. But it's not that we can't get it. Don't get it twisted. It's just
I'm gonna tell y'all a secret,
time for myself. I got a lot on my plate right now, and I really don't want to involve someone while I'm taking care of things that take care for me.
Exactly, and you never know.
That doesn't mean that I don't go out and do different things.
Well, I'm married.
I'm just trying to focus on me right now.
And then once you get into that season, that might be where you find that good man, you know. But
sometimes
if it's not something you want right now, then what you know? What do you do?
That's all. Let it go.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been married for at least 10 years.
Huh?
I've been married for at least 10 years. And my woman
been married?
Complain. Yep, she don't complain. I can see other women. All type of shit.
What? This is a new show.
And y'all know
he's talking some nonsense.
Come on,
because I'm married to Mary Jane.
I knew it.
I said he's talking some nonsense.
He in love with Mary.
All right. But I just want to say this. Y'all noticed that when y'all was speaking, I was quiet, right?
Yeah, I seen you didn't look too happy up there. So what's going on, me?
No. I just want to put that out there, Preezy.
I love
okay. All right. So I think we good on the upbringing, right? Like everybody asked the question for upbringing. We good on that, right?
I don't know. Who else didn't ask?
Yeah, I asked my question.
I know Preezy. He just asked his. Danita, you asked yours. I remember Preezy went first, and then I went, and then we ended up with Danita. So yeah, we should be good, right? So now we on to the relationship.
Well, Squala
right?
actually supposed to have two. He only asked one, but if you want to skip it, we can. I just thought I should acknowledge that.
You want to ask your second one, Squala, or you just want to go to relationship?
We can go to relationship. I really don't know what to ask about upbringing.
We going to gender bashing. We already did relationship.
Gender bashing, my bad. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Let's get relationship first.
You know what? I think this is going to be good.
You need to explain gender bashing to me.
Meaning in the sense of women speaking badly about men speaking badly about women. So for us as men, we're going to ask two questions regarding why do women do that. And for the women, they're going to ask two questions to us regarding why men do that. So I feel this would be a very, very good topic. And I think I know who I want to go first.
Oh,
Preezy. Because I
Your
know you
wife
got
to
some
be.
ish. Because I know you got some ish to say, and it's gonna be some good ish. So I'm all for it. Let's get it.
What you want to know, baby?
Whatever you want to tell me, girl, I'm all ears.
Why do women bash men?
Like for you, like basically, okay, for example, like you could ask two questions regarding why do men do a certain thing that can be degrading to a woman or bashing, quote unquote.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're asking that's a question.
okay. So I'm gonna ask y'all. Okay. Um, why do you guys focus? Not, don't get me wrong. I know finding a person that you're attracted to means a lot because you know you want somebody that you're attracted to. But why do you guys focus so much on appearances? I'm only saying that because I went on Instagram and people were talking about the way people look and why can't you just accept a person for who they are? Why do you guys, like I said, you have to be attracted to the person, of course. But why do you nitpick on every little thing when it comes to a woman?
You can go ahead, Swallow. You go first on this one.
Why, Daddy, you wasn't ready?
Nah, I want my boy to go first. You know what I'm saying? I want my boy to
Go
do his thing.
ahead.
So when you say nitpicking, give me an example of this.
uh, at one point, remember we were talking. We talked about this a little bit. Where you guys were saying if women wear makeup, that means
Okay.
they don't love each other. They don't love themselves.
Okay,
Why do
yeah,
you
I
feel
remember
if
that.
a woman wears makeup or any type of hairstyle or anything that doesn't love herself,
I bet. Now I
opposed
can
to
give
her
you a
just
good.
wanting to wear it?
Yeah, now I can give you the answer. I bet. So, I mean, appearance, and I'm talking for me. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can speak in general. So, appearance is important because appearance is what will, first of all, get you the conversation in the first place.
Okay.
So I'm not even gonna really try to talk to nobody who I'm not physically attracted. I don't know. It might sound shallow, but that's what it is.
Okay.
Like, if I look at a girl like and she's not really physically attractive to me, like I'm not about to go on my way to try to talk to her. I'm not gonna know. I'm not gonna know if she's a great person or not. Cause I'm not gonna talk to her. And then,
Give me a level. So you said,
Because she's not a, she's not attractive. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, like she could be the best person in the world, but I'm never gonna know. Somebody might could tell me, but I won't know.
But what do you find attractive?
I don't have a type. It's just like I have whatever. If I like it, I don't know. I can't really explain that, but it's not a certain type of person that I find attractive. I can find beauty in almost anything. So if I find you unattractive, that says a lot. But I mean, like I say, if I do find a person unattractive, I'm not gonna know whether they're a great person, a bad person. I'm not gonna know nothing about them unless we meet on different circumstances. Like we could be cool, then I'll learn about you. But that's as far as the approach. But like if it's my girl and I'm nitpicking with her about makeup, it's because I feel like she looks better without it. And that's probably
yeah, I
what I'm
like that
telling her.
answer.
Like you don't
But
need to see it.
what if you met her with makeup on?
I'ma still tell her the truth. If I feel like you look better without it, that's how I'm gonna always feel.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just me telling the truth. So you can look at it as a nitpick, but it just look at it as the man is just telling you how he feels.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really expect you to change it. You gonna do what you want to do, but we gonna put it out there that we not with that shit.
Okay.
Cause
Good
Okay.
as
answer,
an
man.
adult, you gonna do what you want to do. But I'm gonna tell you, like, yeah, you don't really need that. You can look at it as a nitpick. You can take it to do what you want with the information. I'm gonna just let it be known. Like, yeah, I ain't fucking with them eyebrows. You don't really need them glue on shit, nah. And I'll tell you that it'll get to a point where I tell you, don't ask me about your makeup. Don't ask me about it because I'm gonna tell you the same answer I've been telling you.
Okay.
Well, it's my turn. It's my turn.
It's on
So
you,
is Pastor Lee.
Everybody
From
be quiet.
The Baptist.
Everybody on mute. Mute the mute channel. So
Yeah,
mute
I gotta mute you.
cut the
Hold
mics
on.
off.
Cut the mics off. Nah, but that's Breezy dead ass cut her mic off. Yo, I fuck with Breezy, but nah. To answer your question, from a personal aspect, like looks are not everything for me. Like, I mean, you have to, look somewhat appealing, but I'm not going to say you got to be like super duper gorgeous, right? But from a societal standpoint, looks are the only things that we have to judge a woman by. Because like you said, you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, all you seeing is, girls getting their tits done, BBLs. You feel what I'm saying? You go on OnlyFans, all over the world, that's all you see. So as men, that's the only thing we have to judge a woman. Who has the biggest butt, who has the biggest titties, who has the longest hair, So if women were to make more videos of them, being with their kids or at the library, hypothetically speaking, then maybe it would be different. But the reason why the algorithm is the way that it is because of what we see. We're in a generation of visualization. Just like, for example, certain women judge a man by what they see. How much money he got, what kind of car he driving, where he live at. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just basically the answer to your question, visualization. We go off what we have to judge.
Is it right to live our lives because of what social media displays or common sense?
I mean, a lot of people don't have common sense.
And common sense is not always common.
You feel me? Like the stuff, common sense to me is overrated. Not overrated, underrated. You know what I'm saying?
When do we think for ourselves instead of social media? When do you think for yourself?
You asking me personally or just in general?
So you, Dad.
Oh, now me personally is like I use my common sense when I'm approaching a female. That's why I don't really talk to a lot of females because I don't go off what I see. Because even though it looks good and I like what it looks like, you can look good and have the nastiest attitude. I'd rather have a conversation with you first to determine where we gonna go from there. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I'm just going off your looks and then I get with you, and then next thing you know, 3 years down the line, I'm like, damn, why I'm with this girl? But now I'm so comfortable and used to being with her, and vice versa. When a woman sees a good-looking man and she's just going just off looks, and then 3 or 4 years later down the line, you're like, damn, why did I, make this choice? But between that time, you could have been in love. Now you trying to like figure out reasons to stay, or figure out what you can do to fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? But that's just basically what it is. We in the age of visualization. That's it. We go off what we see on both aspects for men and women. Well, not all men and not all women, but you know what I mean, though.
Okay.
So yes, I don't know if that answered the question, but I hope it, kind of did in a way. So
I wanna answer Jack and add on to something that Meek said because he was talking about how a pretty girl can have a nasty attitude. I do believe that is a direct correlation. I think the prettier girls are gonna have the nastiest attitudes because they've been treated a certain type of way their whole life because people think they're pretty, and it all starts when they're a little kid. That you're so cute, you're so pretty. They get whatever the fuck they want because they just look a certain type of way. Then they get in society, all the men is giving them because they think that they cute. So now it breeds a mentality of entitlement. And now that she thinks she's cute.
We can't stereotype.
Nah, man. I'm gonna stereotype that shit. And I don't talk to girls with red hair. If you got red hair, that's an automatic deal breaker.
Oh, I want red hair.
And I want red, like not too crazy. It's okay. But I'm saying like red, like sexy red. Sexy red is an exception to my rule, but her like the way her head like when I be driving left and the girl get my car, her head red, I don't even say nothing. Point A to point B.
You guys gonna be by yourselves, right?
Yo,
And
you
on
crazy, son.
speed. I'm like, let me hurry up and get her out my car.
This guy said if she got red hair, I ain't saying nothing.
So, because I'm confused though. Are you saying you would talk to Sexy Red because you said something about an exception?
Hell yeah, so
Sexy
she's an
Red.
exception to my rule. I love
Wow.
Sexy
Oh
Red.
my God.
And you know that song she was singing? She was singing to me.
Interesting.
Yo,
We go
She was
together.
singing.
boy, Squala.
Yep, that's what she was telling. She was talking to me when she said that.
We go together. Tell them. We
Yep.
go together.
I
Yep.
guess.
I'll fight that shit.
Well, you did say you see beauty in different ways. So yeah, okay.
All right, Preezy Pre, what's your second question, girl?
I don't even know.
All right,
Is the second question that we have?
yeah, because shit, I wrote my shit
Okay.
down.
Me
I'm ready.
too. Me. We the only ones prepared over here. It look like not the same.
No, we go
Okay,
off. I go off the
second
fly,
question.
man. I'm a rapper.
Do you guys find being monogamous is a problem? You know that there are more women in the world than men, and there are a lot of beautiful women in the world. Do you find it monogamy being a problem, or you just don't? You know, you have that mentality.
Oh,
Well, you gonna hit it, but I ain't leaving white. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm not leaving. Can you? Do you think that
you
there
want to
are?
go first, me?
Do you still
Yeah,
think that there are monogamous men out here in the world?
All right, Meek about to handle it. He about to do it.
And
for
what
us.
is the percentage?
well, I can't really give you the percentage. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could Google it and find out. You know what I'm saying? But I really can't give you the percentage. But to answer your question, I don't really think men have problems with being monogamous. You know, but it all stems from this one thing: the man itself or himself, I should say. You know, back again to the emotional intelligence, knowing what you want and identifying with what you want. Okay, so I don't really think in certain aspects it's the man, it's the household and the woman that they're with. Because in some cases, some women, can be assholes, So if the man is going home and he's constantly being, told a certain thing or being, belittled or degraded, of course she's gonna, venture out and look around. But I don't really think men really have a problem with that. It's just the women. I mean, just to be honest with you, in some situations, you feel what I'm
It
saying?
varies from person to person.
Yeah, exactly. It varies. You feel what I'm saying? But in a situation with a man that's fully aware of him being monogamous and he still cheats, it's the woman.
Black men
Now,
don't
the
cheat.
flip
Now,
side of that, if the woman, is doing everything for that man and he lacks knowing how to be monogamous, then it's the man. You feel what I'm saying? So,
I'm gonna disagree with that.
why?
At no point should anyone be held accountable for someone else's actions.
Right.
Whatever you choose to do, you are accountable for your own actions. So you can't say like it's the woman. No, it's just him because you can make a choice to leave before cheating. You don't have to stay with the person, but she's not going to be to blame for him making the sound decision to step out.
So what about the other way around? Cause I noticed you didn't mention the female.
Same. Women, it's the same. Every individual on this earth is responsible for their own actions.
That's right.
Period. That's
So
not
the
even up
$1
for
million
debate.
question
It's not
is,
up for debate.
why nobody leave? If that's the case, why the women don't leave? Why the men don't leave?
Because for one, it's multiple reasons. It's always going to be a various of reasons, but you definitely get stuck in that cycle of trying to make it work. Some people have become accustomed to toxic relationships. I mean, all kinds of things, all kinds of reasons why people stay.
I'm
People
a
don't want to
firm
start over.
believer that you can
Okay.
cheat and still be in love with the person
You
that
probably
you
could.
with.
Okay.
So it's not
I don't
about
know.
What?
why you
That's
don't
love.
leave.
What?
I
Maybe
have
it is
no
love. It's just
intention of
not
leaving.
respect.
Nah, you think? Okay,
I
so
have
you
no
gonna
intention of leaving this girl, but I'm about to fuck this girl and that girl and
Yo,
that girl too.
So it's
and you
something
don't
wrong
love
with
her.
you.
And you
It's
don't
something wrong with you.
We go together. We go. We go together.
I'm gonna
Then you
go
don't
pick my
love
girl
her.
up. We might
You don't
smash
love
them
her.
together.
You
No,
definitely
you need
don't
to stay
respect.
single until you get that out your system.
Oh Lord.
It ain't in my system. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, apparently so. You just said it.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking about me. But I'm saying. I'm
Ow.
Yeah, it's on you, Squalla. I
It's
put in
my
my
time.
little
Okay,
two
but so what I'm saying is, as far as monogamy goes, if you my girl, you my girl. There is no group situation here.
Mhm.
That I'm selfish and I'm the jealous type and I'm clingy. And I will get into a fight. I know
So which
niggas
one?
don't niggas frown on that shit. Niggas like, oh, he fighting for it. Yeah, I'm a knock nigga out here, please.
Okay, so which one of those traits that you feel like you need to work on? Because I can name about two.
But listen, there's not therapy. This this is not therapy.
I'm
But
just saying.
This is a podcast. This is not therapy.
It don't have to be therapy, but he just named at least two toxic traits. So jealousy being one of them.
I'm clingy, I'm jealous. What else I say? All of that shit. I'm selfish.
You have to fight over your partner.
If she been down for me, you know, it's not like I'm gonna just jump out there for any and every. No, it's a certain situation, but I will get out there though. But motherfucking, I would rather be monog. I would rather be in a solo relationship. Like I would rather it that way. Now, as far as cheating, black men really don't cheat because I keep telling
Hashtag black
y'all.
men don't cheat.
Yeah, I keep trying to tell them that even if a black man steps out on his woman, he is not that he don't love his woman. Black men really love their women. Like I don't care how many women he has sex with, he is in love with you. To all the
So
ladies
he
out
just
there
don't
listening,
respect them. Is that what it is?
to all
He
the
just don't
ladies
respect the
out
woman?
there listening right now, to all the ladies that been cheated on by a good nigga, if you thought he was a good nigga, and the only reason you left him was because he stepped out, he's still a good nigga. He just has a problem. He likes women, but he love you. That's what I mean. He probably still love you. He probably fucking a girl and thinking about you.
Oh
Type
my
shit.
God! Now we know that ain't true. Now he lives in some alternate world for sure.
Squalla.
Me?
Woody,
No,
And
don't do
you
that.
and
Don't
I'm
do
saying
that.
is, ladies,
you
Hold on. Let
he
me ask Meek
loves
a
you.
question.
you agree with that?
I hope not.
Oh,
Woody.
He
Meek, let me
loves
ask
you,
you.
ladies.
shit.
He
This
loves you.
shit.
Let me
I
ask
ain't
you,
gonna go
Meek. Are you
against it.
listening?
Yeah, ask the question, Donnie.
Okay, thank you. So, are you interested in letting someone come on and speak their mind? They said it was too much to type, but we do have someone in the comments that stated they had something to say,
Yeah,
and they really want to say it.
Please,
Oh,
please.
So I don't know if
Don't
you want
agree.
to try to
We
invite them
gotta
to
read.
say something or not.
We should
But
read these comments.
I just thought I'd ask.
We should read.
I'm
We need
nervous.
to read your viewers' comments.
Hey,
Because
who
Dharma
said?
says, I want so free. I don't want to say the word effing back, but it's too much to type. She says,
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
BS on black men don't cheat. Candy says, what thing?
Yes, we
Dharma
need to
says,
get
how do you love someone but cheat?
How do you love someone but cheat?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
can
gotta
literally
read it.
explain that.
How do you love this person?
How do you love someone in
Obviously, you're
bullshit
not
I'm not
in
mad
love.
about
You're
you.
not in love,
No,
and you don't
no.
respect.
Listen,
And there's a
There's
respect
no
problem. You
respect.
don't
Now,
even,
there's no respect in
listen.
yeah,
relationships.
no
Nothing.
respect. None.
There's
Not even
plenty
for
of
yourself.
respect.
You wouldn't even have
There's
respect for
plenty
yourself
of
if you're doing
respect.
that as a
I'm gonna
man.
tell you guys respect. I'm gonna tell you guys respect.
RESPECT.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. See how we don't come
I just
around
laughed out
talking
loud
about
at no
the other
laughter.
one. No, listen, look. Y'all go snooping and looking for shit, and when y'all find it, y'all get mad. We not adding y'all face with the other woman. We're being respectful. We're taking care of your household. We're making sure you're happy. We're motherfucking doing everything we supposed to do before we step out. So you at
Oh,
home, you
Let me.
is good for real.
Do you
oh,
know
You
so
the
we
just want a
excuse the
reason to be
behavior?
upset.
I gotta say this.
You know how
Do you
many
know the
women date
energy
married men willingly?
when you are
You know how
dealing
many
with somebody?
women date married men willingly?
The energy that two people when they come together and what they form. You know the energy of that. To know that I share that with you, my precious body, and you go out there and sleep with other women and then come back to me.
Mm, that's some
Or
brave
put
stuff,
your
ain't it?
head bomba
So
clock.
then
The audacity.
why
The
do women date
Yeah,
audacity.
married men?
y'all don't. Okay, I never said that y'all was
Oh
gonna
my
like it. Y'all
God!
don't
This
have
is
to like it.
Janita.
But
You
what it
see why
is the
women?
truth is the
Do you
truth.
see why
Listen,
women say
y'all,
get well?
you might not like
Because
it,
And
but
while
the
we're
truth is the
single,
he is
truth.
condoning this
The truth is
behavior.
the truth.
He
you
We
heard it.
still
condoning
love
You
this.
heard
y'all.
this? You heard this, right?
This is
Meek,
what we're
tell
doing.
them they
Pray
don't
for
have to
us.
like the truth, but the truth is the
Pray for the
truth.
black women.
All right, so let me ask you a question then. Why do women date married men?
Exactly.
I don't date married men. I
I
can't
can't
I
answer that
didn't
answer
We
okay,
ain't
that.
question.
I
talking
didn't
about
say
you.
you,
We ain't
Danita.
talking
I
I
about
said
can't answer
why
you.
why
do
they do
women?
that. I
I
can't
don't know.
It's
because
plenty of
I
I
don't
don't
women
know
know
that
how
date
to
why.
answer.
You
married
have
men
so much to say about a
willingly.
man cheating on a woman, but you don't got much to say about a woman dating a married man.
Because that's
What's
what they
up?
Because
want to do.
that's two different things for one. And then for two, because
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
date
I'm gonna
married.
No,
tell you why it's not
no.
two different
In
things.
order
I'm
for
gonna
her
tell
to
you
date a
why
married woman,
it's not
she,
two different things.
A lot
Because
of
a
It is
man
kind of two different
women,
things. If you
cheating
want to
on
do
a
the
woman
same thing,
they
and a
don't
just
want
woman
say
is
a
dating a
woman that
married
cheats.
man.
Just say a woman that cheats. That'll be the same thing. Ask why do women cheat? I'm still gonna say
right.
I don't
Say
know, but
that. Say
that's
that.
the
Exactly my
same
Why
point.
as what we're
do
The
talking
cheat?
about.
You
reason
coming
why I
with
didn't say
why
that
do women
because I knew
date
what y'all was
married
gonna
men?
say. Y'all was
How
gonna say
we
y'all don't
supposed to know?
know. So I tried to
How,
switch it up and see if you
how
had
are
an
we
answer.
supposed to know
We
why
don't know that
a woman
either.
is
We don't
dating a
date married
married man?
men.
Just say
But
I
that.
don't
y'all
want
have
Just
so
nothing
a
that
much
woman
to
cheat.
somebody
say
else
on
got.
why men cheat. Okay, so let me ask you a question,
The
Prism.
same reason why you cheat.
Why do men cheat?
Same reason why you cheat.
I
Okay,
can tell
go
you,
Danita now.
I
men
Danita,
guess
why
for
do
don't.
men
Black
what?
cheat?
men do not
Greed,
cheat. It's not
greed,
cheating.
and not
What
satisfied
is it called?
because it's easy. Come on, it's
It's
common
not
sense. You know what
cheating.
cheat because you've cheated before. So don't ask these
That's
stupid
not.
questions.
He's a cheater.
That,
He's a cheater.
Why?
That's
that's
what it's
not.
giving.
Who, me?
It's giving I cheat for a living
Why
vibe.
did you
That's what
cheat?
Who,
it's
me?
giving. No,
Anybody?
yup,
Any girl?
Squala.
What? Yeah. Why did you
Who's
cheat?
squatter giving who cheat? What?
I cheat for a living vibe. That's what it's giving.
And
No,
so
it's
we
not.
go together.
I, I
We
just
go
told
together.
y'all. I just sat
For
here and
all the
said what I
single
said.
ladies, don't talk to
So,
No,
Squala. He's going to
ladies,
break
what
your
I just
heart.
said on here and
take a
say.
good look at
I
this man.
said I would rather have a monogamous relationship. But then I also went on to say that black men don't cheat because, and I never said me, a lot of these niggas really love their girl.
Really love
They
that
will be
girl.
out here fucking and doing all type of shit. But guess what? If you catch them cheating with they crying and some more shit, they're not gonna do
It's
that to
fake.
some girl they don't care about. They will
Only
not
crying
cry
because
over
they
the
got
side bitch.
caught.
I promise you.
They
You ain't
crying
never
because
seen a
they got
nigga
caught.
crying over the side bitch. Never.
What? Meek.
Because
Yo,
they
I
don't
All
really,
right.
care
I'm
about her.
sorry,
They
son. I'm
love
sorry.
you.
That is not true, but okay.
No, bro.
Because the reason why somebody out there in the world, men and women, agree with what Squall is saying. It's all up going according to how the person is and how they perceive it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Yeah, someone
maybe
would
you two
agree
may
with
not
it.
agree with what Squall
There
is saying, but somebody out there does. You
That's
got,
true. I
that's
don't.
the
I'm
pure
the one who
optimism.
don't.
is
You know what I'm
why
saying?
there's
Yeah,
diseases, and this
I'm the one
is
who
why
don't agree with it.
there
But
are people
Yeah,
Well,
ain't
I
dying,
don't live that lifestyle.
investing,
I just understand
because
it. I
people
understand the life.
going out there messing around, and people are getting diseases, and all these different things are happening.
No,
Understand?
that's because that's
And
because they're
Mrs.
fucking
Green,
the
hold up.
lives different.
I don't know how to pronounce your first word. I mean, your first name. Is it Dama? What you think
Dama,
is
Oh, you
Dama?
read the comments, yo.
Yeah, she said you can love any and everyone, but to be in love is different and special for one person.
Yes.
Meaning your penis.
That's not true. That's
Do you
not
know
true
the
at
difference
all.
between
You can't be in love with
People,
many
and
people
people.
are in love
Do y'all
with
know
multiple people
being
all the
love?
time.
Do you know the
How
this
can
is the
so?
point?
If that's the
Because
case,
people are not using the
then you
word love
can't
correctly.
get out of one relationship that you were in love with the guy and go to the next relationship and be in love with that guy. You can be in love with more than one person. Trust me, it's possible.
Have you been in love with more than one person?
Yeah, Mary Jane.
Plenty of times.
Okay, that's who they competing with
Plenty of times.
too. And then they gotta compete with the other ones too. It's too much.
They don't gotta
Too
compete
much
shit
competition
because
around you.
Love,
at that point,
know the
when
meaning
I
of
actually
love, and
cared.
that's the problem with the world.
No, listen,
You
no,
don't
check
know
this out.
the meaning of love. You don't.
No, at that point, if I
Look.
actually care about both of them, I don't be with neither one of them.
You
Well,
don't
that's
know
just
the meaning of
pointless.
Neither one of
love.
them is
People,
my girlfriend.
you say you
That's
love,
pointless.
you don't really know the meaning
It's
of
ain't
love.
pointless.
You
Because
don't.
one, I know how grimy women can get. So y'all can talk that crazy to me. I know women can get 10 times more grimy. Y'all don't care. Y'all talking about niggas don't care.
Oh, the gender
Niggas
bashing is
are
on full force right now, ain't it?
grimy.
It's that
I know how grimy
Hit it
women
again,
can be. So I
These are
can't
some really
feel
scorned men.
bad.
These men are scorned.
I
You
can't
guys,
feel bad
y'all been hurt before, right?
because
I'm pretty sure. You
for
didn't
a
get
fact.
over it, huh? You didn't get over it.
I'm not talking about me, but I
Other
just
people,
know
what?
I see this shit.
Me
I
and
know
Breezy be going in, yo.
Nah,
Breezy be going in,
Because
yo.
it's nonsense. Now, this is
it's not
nonsense for
nonsense.
this stuff. Yes, it
It's
is.
not nonsense at
Yes,
all.
it is.
You
I'm
can't
a
really
rebel. I
say
told
that's
you.
nonsense. It's just you guys don't agree with it.
Okay,
Once
she
you
got
leave it
They
at
don't
that,
understand. They don't understand the logic.
about to get
That's
mad.
the
It's not a logic. It's
people.
right and wrong.
So,
On this pitiful,
so people who
listen,
have no. So people who have those relationships where it's more than one husband and more than one wife, you can tell me they don't love each other.
That's their lifestyle. So we ain't bringing them in this.
They don't.
Okay?
That's
my point
exactly. That's
exactly.
how
So don't sit up there and be okay. So don't object to what Squalor's saying. If you ain't going to
What do
object
you
to
mean
that,
don't object?
like
Those
just
are
you
willing
got-
participants.
just for,
Those
you
are
know,
willing participants. He's
that's
sitting up here finna cheat. He's cheating. Cheating is not
That's
willing
not
participants.
cheating. Black
No,
men don't cheat.
Oh my God. They are.
Don't
You want me to
make
gender
sense.
bash? Because oh God. Okay. Oh God. My
Hey,
God.
if you feel like you got,
Okay.
We will
you
continue
feel-
to be independent because this is nonsense.
This is nonsense. What he talking?
I would rather rock
You
with the
If the
okay? Y'all
person
gonna
ain't a
continue
willing
to do-
participant,
With
then
this
it don't work,
I
honey.
would rather
Okay.
rock with the road
Stuff
than
is this.
deal with this
no
stupidity.
problem.
This
If
stupidity.
that's what y'all want to do, then
It's
that's
just
on y'all.
thousands.
But
I
just
know
tell
you
us,
ain't agreeing, is you?
Unbelievable.
Me?
And then you wonder why.
Yeah, you.
Nah.
With your shirt and tie. You agreeing with him?
No, I don't want to. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm not going to
Hold on.
object to what he's saying because
Wait.
some
Why do
people
I have
live
to be the?
according to the
Why I
I can
lifestyle
gotta be the
that he
understand.
villain?
How old are you?
Why I gotta be the
get
bad guy of the
I
episode?
get it.
thing.
I'm not the villain.
The immature.
Who
That's
talk
what
like
I'm
that?
saying. Like I would sit up there and give my input and then leave it
we
at
need
that,
some
but I'm not
brothers.
going to say he's wrong
Gotta get some brothers.
because
Bro, that
somewhere
making
in
me
the
the
world
villain.
somebody agrees with what he's saying. That's
You got-
older than me.
If you're
That's older
cheating
than
and the
Breezy.
woman
That's
is
older than
not agreeing
Donita.
to your
You
cheating,
need some older men.
you can't compare it to the men who are married to multiple women. That's
I'm
not
gonna
the same.
tell you,
Gotta get
she
They're
some
not
shouldn't
the
be
same,
able
sir.
to agree or
First of all,
disagree.
Breezy,
She
age
should
ain't got
not
nothing to do
know.
with it. This is the false
Yes, it
pretense
does.
people be having.
Yes,
It
it
doesn't
does.
have nothing to do
It
with it.
has
It's
a
about the
lot.
content of your mind.
A lot.
A lot
That's
of people,
true. I will say
it's
that.
about the
Content
content
of
of
the
your
mind.
mind. Maybe the older
But
man
y'all
you
ain't got
came
no
across.
content and he ain't got no mind.
How are you gonna say that? Because you're not agreeing with what we're saying?
No, that's not fair. Please. We done been on
I
plenty
love
of
you.
podcasts together. You know I be
I love
saying
y'all.
some legit shit.
I accept it. I accept your opinion. That's your opinion. We agree to disagree. How can I get? I'm laughing.
You know, but you really can't say, "Oh, we need older men on it."
Yeah, we
don't
do.
mean
We do need
nothing.
some older men on.
I could.
And they
Why
gonna
the
tell
older
you the
men
same.
you
I
came
would like.
You
across,
think I
or the
get
older
I
men
would
in
like you
general?
to.
They
No,
gonna tell you the same
find
thing.
some older
she's
guys,
saying
but-
a different perspective.
Yeah. That's
A
what I'm
different
saying.
perspective,
Right.
someone in the older.
Okay.
And maybe we need a younger woman too for her
Yeah.
perspective. Maybe
Yes.
she'll agree
And
with y'all.
she, man, the younger woman can't tell me shit. All she wanted to do is send her cash app out. She don't want nothing but money. She don't give a fuck what we do. As long as we paying her, she don't give a fuck. I'm telling you.
Is that your experience?
There it is.
That's what no, that ain't my experience. 'Cause I don't date them
Well,
women.
how can you
I
say
walk
that?
away because I see it. I
Okay.
see it. Y'all
Yeah,
see
but
it
don't-
too. Don't be in
can't judge
denial.
everybody. I'm not.
Y'all see these bitches. Oh, look, man.
Did you just say
Y'all
the B
see it.
word?
Y'all see it. I'm not gonna.
Oh.
Y'all see it. Half these girls got OnlyFans, all type of shit. Who the fuck want to date them?
But who is these girls you're referring to?
Huh.
Where are you finding your girls at?
Oh,
That's
The same
probably
place
In
we
the
have finding
United
y'all
States
men
of
at.
America.
Well, I ain't finding no men. I don't go out looking.
Where
Why
are
you
you? Where are
always
you
try
living
me?
at?
And
that
I
you
don't know
not
any
seeing
men on
this?
why you
OnlyFans
always
or none
trying
of
to
that.
compare us with your bullshit? I am
I didn't
54
compare
years
anybody.
old.
I'm
I
just
am
asking
not.
a question.
I am not meeting people where you meet your people at.
No. Okay,
I
not
did
at
not
all. I don't know no
compare anything.
OnlyFans.
Okay.
And people asking
Yes,
for
But
cash
girl.
apps
believe
and
that
stuff.
I don't
Yes.
meet where you meet your people.
Well,
at.
listen.
Okay.
I'm not
Believe-
meeting these people. Y'all not
Okay.
hearing what I'm saying. I'm
So you
speaking in
can't
general.
stop
I'm not
comparing.
speaking about anybody in specific. So that all of that me, I don't know. I'm speaking in general. Y'all see this shit on social media just like I do. I'm not the only one who see this shit. So don't act like
Well,
I'm
we
saying
not.
something crazy.
They
Y'all
also
see it.
me.
Y'all can
No,
act
you
like y'all
supposed to
don't
be
see it.
speaking. You supposed to be speaking
That's
your mind and what you think.
I'm trying
That's
to
why
make-
we trying to figure this
That's
So,
shit
my
out.
so
Come on.
you go on social
We're not talking
media,
about
you
what you
don't
see
see
on
these
social
bitches
media.
on there with they.
What's
Okay.
your experience?
Yeah.
What do you know?
Y'all
Go to
can be in
an
denial
entrepreneur
all y'all
first.
want to.
Go meet
That's
some
woman's secret
people
weapon.
that have
They
been
can
there,
be in
done that.
denial for a long time.
I
But
ain't in no
I
denial.
see it and I know y'all see it.
Oh God.
But you
Y'all
supposed to be
see
I
it.
don't
speaking
feel
your
so-
mind, your perspective, your experience. We ain't supposed to be speaking what we see on social media. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to get
Be
at.
on social media like that, boo. I ain't on social media.
We know social media full
I
of
ain't got to be on
whatever.
social
Crazy.
media.
People that can't
Meeting
speak
no
for
Crazy.
man.
themselves.
You be
Trends and
sending
all
me
that.
reels
That's
on
your
social media.
karma.
Y'all be
Y'all
seeing
wanna
that
find
shit.
chicks
No,
on
you supposed to be
social
answering the question from how you view it.
This is a mess.
I just told you how I viewed it.
Yeah,
Black
Change
men
and
your-
don't
you
cheat.
view it
change
like
your
you
whole
saying that you're a cheater. That's then just
I didn't say
whatever
I
it
did.
is, just stand 10 toes on however you feel. Okay, stand 10 toes
Because
on it.
it's
Don't
not.
put it on social
It's
media.
not.
Don't blame it on that. Say this is how Squala feels.
That's right.
If I was in a relationship, I'm
I
smashing
already told you
everything,
how
even
I
though I
feel.
love my girlfriend.
I'm not taking
Go
nothing
ahead
back. Like
and
I
put
said,
it
I already
out there.
told you how I feel.
Stand on it.
And like
Stand
I
on it.
told
Okay,
y'all, and I'm gonna
that's
tell
all
y'all
I'm gonna say.
again. Black men don't
Stand on
cheat
it.
because we actually care about our women. Just because they don't like it is they don't like it, but we care about y'all, whether
No,
y'all
you
like it
can't
or
care
not.
about it.
It
You don't
is
care
what
that
it
they don't
is.
like it.
It's called tough love. It is what it is.
Tough love. How about no love? Okay, because that's what that is. What? That's love. He up here playing games. You trying to get people aroused. I see you.
I see it too.
I'm a great marketer. I'm trying to get this shit go back. Yeah, let's do it.
That's what I'm
God
talking
damn
about.
it.
That's what
They
I'm
know
listening
nothing
to.
about love.
And don't pick Mary ass back up while we on here, okay? Because you just
I'm
talking
about to
nonsense.
Hey yo, that she don't complain. She don't do
No.
yeah.
Straight foolishness.
Miss
That's probably his problem.
Miss Murray Matt.
Smoking that stuff.
Blame the weed, why
He be
don't
forgetting who house he at. Who are you? Oh, you. Oh my.
blame the weed, why don't you?
Oh, leave Mary alone. I can blame you. Blame the social media. Shit, I can blame who I want to blame. I don't know who got you thinking like this.
Treasy,
You know
that
what I'm
was your
saying?
2 questions, right, baby?
What?
I don't know who it is.
It's so funny.
What you said, me?
I can't wait.
Meek, what
That
did
was
you
your
say?
2 questions, right?
Perhaps.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. After that, Donita goes, then Squad could go, but I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, the first question I have regarding gender bashing is why do women resort to degrading men as the first thing they just choose to do when they have an argument?
That's what you do when you have an argument, fool. You say the lowest of the lowest. It's wrong, but that's what you do. Who argues? Oh, you fucking flower. You dirty tulip. I hate you like a
Yo,
rose.
you said you dirty
No,
too.
come on.
Hey, yo.
What you say the worst when you argue, and it's bad because a lot of things we say you can't take it back. So you go for the dagger. You're like Spartacus. You bloody mother. Of course. What argument is nice? So you do come at each other.
Why
with
argue
that.
at all?
It's wrong, and you're right.
I have to agree with Preeti.
It's not. I think it should be more of a debate because we agree to disagree. But life is not perfect. You're gonna if you find any relationship that says, "Oh, we don't argue," it ain't real because you're gonna have a disagreement. Should some arguments go out of control? No, they shouldn't. That's why we have to learn self-control. Because a lot of things you say, you can't take it back. When you hurt somebody, you can't take that back. So that's something that you and your partner have to learn to control. Let's talk about it. That's why communication is so important. No tit for tatting or trying to hurt me on purpose. You know, and this is what we do. When you're angry, you're going to say things that are not nice. It's just a normal thing. But should we do it? No, we shouldn't. So that's something that you and your partner got to work on. And if you can't work on it, then go to therapy. But,
Okay, that was a good answer.
It's always a good answer over here. You ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I have to agree 100%.
I like messing with him.
Okay. All right. So the next question I have is,
what was the question? I didn't even get to answer it.
Why do we
Oh, you're right. So then, no, what I was going to do is I was going to ask the two to Preezy. Then I was going to ask the same two questions to you, and then give it to Squalor. No homo.
Okay.
The second question is, we're no Diddy. No Diddy. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Do you feel that feminism is a small part in the destruction of relationships?
When it comes to a man?
Relationships. Feminism. Do you think it plays a part in the destruction of relationships?
Explain feminism for those that may not know.
Okay, well, for me, I thought feminism was whatever a man could do, I can do. You know what I'm saying? Gender equality. That's the dictionary definition, I believe, of feminism. But as time progressed, feminism turned into I don't need you and I don't want you. I can do it on my own. Yeah, you got this, but I got better. You know, just as an example. Like, do you think that plays a part in the reason why relationships don't last? Not the full thing, just a part.
I want to I don't want to interrupt you, but feminism I don't have the exact definition, but it actually is a movement to give women's rights they didn't have, such as the type of jobs we're allowed to have now, such as voting and things of that nature. So people can obviously look it up and find out, but really feminism was a movement of women's rights. I just want to kind of correct that. Okay, proceed.
Thank you, sir. I think, well, you know, it is, like they say, it's a man's world, but women are doing a lot more today. You have women that are politicians. You have women that are bus drivers. You have women that are train operators. You have women doing a lot of these jobs just like men. And it's sad that they don't get the same pay as men. But women are doing so much today. So, I mean, I don't see why it should damage relationship. You have a lot of women that do their job, they pay more than a man, you know, and it happens, and it can cause jealousy within the man. I've heard stories like that before, but I don't think that it should. I think that if we're both bringing stuff to the table and I might happen to have a better job than you, then what's the problem? What's the problem? I think that we look at things, we just nitpick at every little thing, and that's what's causing problems in the relationship. If I happen to make a little bit more than you, then maybe my job could be better. Maybe you're a teacher and I'm an officer, or vice versa, or whatever. But the fact that if we work together as a team, why should it matter? Why should it matter? Let's work as a team. It seems like relationships, everybody just want to come at each other because of the jealousy, and that's a lot in a relationship. You'd be surprised that you have people that are jealous of their partners. You have people that are really jealous of their partners. Why? If you think about half of the things that you argue about, you look really stupid. If you really look at a lot of things that relationships and partners argue about, you look stupid. So what does it matter if I'm making $100,000 a year and you're making 60 or 70? Did I not still choose you? You know? So I mean, come on.
So you don't think it does?
If it's the ego thing, then it's something that you need to check within yourself. Because obviously you're not happy where you're at. And so you're mad where I'm at. And now you want to nitpick with me because you are not where you want to be. And that's what it is. You're nitpicking with me because you're not happy where you're at. So therefore, better yourself. Go to school if you want to make more money and do what you can to make yourself happy. Because I'm good where I'm at. And that's what should matter. It's an ego thing. That's what it is.
So to answer the question, you don't think so? You don't think feminism plays a part in the destruction of relationships?
Only if you allow it.
So basically, what you're saying is the man allows this. What you're saying?
Well, who's mad? Who are we talking about? Is the man upset the woman has a better job or doing better than who? What's the situation?
I mean, like generally, like, do you think feminism could be a part in why relationships don't work? That's what
finances is a big thing in relationships. I really think that finances play a big part in a lot of people's relationships, and it's very important. So there are people that maybe the man or woman could get jealous that this person is making more money than they are. I don't know what should, but if we're together on this, I mean, I don't understand what's the problem. In any relationship, there's always going to be somebody be like, it's not going to always be like this. Always going to be a little like that. So work as a team. I don't understand. Relationships is difficult. Damn, I'm going to be a nun. If you gotta worry about every freaking little thing, like damn, so my check was $20 more than you. Oh man, that's messed up. Why do people worry about the littlest things in life instead of working together as a team? I'm telling you, it's just a mess. What is that book? Man on Mars, Women on the Moon. What is it? Jupiter.
I think it's men are from Mars, women from Venus, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It's just too much. Why am I competing with my partner? I don't understand. And it's happening. Why do you feel like you have to compete with your partner?
This is true.
I think it's childish. It's childish. I don't know. I can't do it. I just can't. I'm quick to go. Like, I gotta go. I can't do it no more. Because I'm at the point in my life, this should not even be happening. Like, come on. I've been there. We talking 20, maybe a 20-year-old going through this. Well, how much you made with your check at McDonald's? Well, why they didn't give me more? When you older like that, it's about taking our money and building and growing. Let's put this money here. What you got, babe? What you bringing? Let's do that. I don't understand how something like that destroys relationships.
Okay, so same questions for you. The first question I asked was, why do women resort to degrading a man as a first resort when they're arguing?
Oh yeah, I agree with Preezy with that. When you kind of like going back and forth, sometimes you're hit below the belt. I think. I don't think that it's right though. It's not right because you can lash out and have that same behavior towards raising your kids and things. So you don't want to you want to be able to control that at the end of the day. If you're doing that in a relationship, chances are you're probably doing that when it comes to your children. So even though, you know, people get in arguments and yeah, they go back and forth, I agree with what Preeti says as far as, you know, you just want to start hitting below the belt and throwing out insults, but it's not right. You know, you don't want to do that because words are very powerful. You cannot take those words back. And some people don't forget, you know what I mean? So sometimes when you do that in relationships, you don't know, but it's kind of like the beginning of the end of the relationship, because some people are not able to handle those insults and some people are not going to forget. So they're going to be planning their exit plan at that point, because regardless, you could come back and say you're sorry or not. 9 times out of 10, if you said it, you meant it. And people are just not gonna forgive that, you know, and they're gonna think that that's how you look at them, and that very well could be the truth, or maybe you did just get very emotional and blurt out some stuff. But if it was personal to that person, you probably meant it. So people are going to remember that, you know what I mean? And sometimes they're not going to forgive you, and it can definitely, I'm gonna say this, it can definitely ruin a relationship, and it can definitely break your child if you don't learn how to control that. Yeah, if you don't learn how to control that, that is something that needs to be controlled.
But we
it
all
really
do
is.
it.
You can't take words back. You can't take words back.
Yeah, we all have done it though.
Yeah, we all have done it, but it doesn't make it right. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we've all done a lot of things, but as we continue to grow as people and humans, some of those things we have to get rid of. Some of those things we have to work on. We can't go around continuing that same behavior, because words are hurtful. They are, trust me. They're very hurtful. So it is definitely, if I could name one thing to work on in a relationship, not for me personally, but I'm saying that would be one of the things with finances, obviously, but work on how we talk to each other, how we look at each other, how we view each other. You know what I'm saying? And if it's someone that you know that deep down inside you just don't respect this person, then it's better to leave them and not be with them than to sit there and degrade them and talk down to them. You know what I mean? So
you're not going to be calling me bees and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just better to leave, because at the end of the day, you can still break a person, and you don't want to break people. That's how you have some of these situations with these murder suicides and stuff like that. At the end of the day, people have become so much more emotional. So much more emotional and can't handle things, and they're killing people, killing themselves, killing their families, killing their children. You just need to be careful, especially now.
What you say, the mouth is a sword. The mouth is a sword.
When it comes to that, because some people cannot deal with these things right now. They cannot deal with words right now.
Like, they're killing.
It's just too much.
Okay. So the second question: do you feel feminism plays a part in the destruction of relationships? Not a big part, a part. I just want to make that clear, because what you trying to say? A part.
Well, this is what I think about it. It depends on, because we just need to normalize it depending on the individual and their mindset. So maybe for a certain individual, it could cause a problem in a relationship. If she gets in, let's say someone that's in the feminine movement, and it's all for the rights and being able to speak, because feminism, that goes way back to a different type of history, like a history where women didn't used to be able to talk, when they're around their significant others and stuff like that. It was always the men who would speak and things like that. So it's coming from a long line of things women didn't used to do and now they can do. So a woman that's rocking with the feminist movement and then gets into a relationship with someone who's more old school, that definitely could cause a problem, because he might feel like she doesn't need to speak up or say things as a woman, because he's still looking at it from old school perspective, and she's looking at it from feminism and the movement, and they're going to clash. So it is going to affect that relationship, but that doesn't mean that it's going to, have an effect on our relationship with every individual. Because first of all, a lot of people don't even know what the movement is. I think a lot of people just kind of throwing it around. They don't really know the true definition of what feminism is. But at the end of the day, depending on the person, it could cause problems in a relationship.
So give me an example of a relationship that won't cause that problem. That problem won't cause. Pause.
Well, people on the same mind wave. Because I could say two people, a woman that don't care about feminism and a man that believes in old school, they're going to get along. And I can also equally say a man and a woman that both equally believe in feminism, where he's okay with the woman being able to be independent or being able to speak, and he's okay with that. And she believes in that. So then they're going to get along. You get what I'm saying? So it's really all about the mindsets of the individuals that get together.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Good answer. Both of you have good answers. Good answers.
I love it.
All right. It's on Squalor. Squalor, got the questions, brother? You got the questions, brother?
I was like, young Squalor was showing his butt tonight.
Okay, showing it all.
You trying to get the views up, man. I don't blame you, player. Keep doing what you're doing, baby.
Him and Mary.
He's so high. He don't need his mic.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say you on mute, brother. You trying to talk, you can't hear you.
Nah, I forgot I was on mute. Nah, but I'll be telling the truth out here in these streets. So
don't get him started, please.
I'm telling the truth out here in these streets.
Oh,
so I need to have a question on gender bashing.
Gender bashing.
Correct. Why is so? I feel like this. Why is there a major disconnect between the black man and the black woman as far as not an individual standpoint, but like as a whole? Why do y'all think that is?
Say the first part again.
Why is there a disconnect between the black man and the black woman as a whole?
I think because no one is really communicating. And what I mean by that is everybody's talking, just like if we all sit here and we talk, if we're all talking at the same time, nobody is really getting heard or no one is actually listening. And then a lot of times, I know we've all heard of this, but sometimes people are just listening just to respond. They're not listening to gain any type of understanding. They're not listening to see your point of view. They're not listening to see your perspective. They're just waiting for you to take a breath so that they can say what they got to say. So at the end of the day, the lack of communication, they're not really wanting to hear the communication. They have set in their mind what they believe, and that's that. And so that's what I think. What you think, Preezy?
I agree. I think that I just feel like men, they want women to just be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
They want women to. You want a person to be quiet. I don't think that you really. When we express ourselves, now we're being assertive, or we're being masculine.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that if you have an opinion and I have an opinion, what's the problem? We talking. Why would you want someone that can't express themselves or let you know how I'm feeling? And the first thing they say, we just want peace. Well, we just want peace too. It can't be reciprocated. I want peace too. But you have to communicate with each other. What's the problem? I don't understand. But what you want is, you don't want women to say what they have to say. You want them to be quiet because you feel that it's going to be an argument. It doesn't have to be an argument. Don't claim that. Let's talk. What's the problem? You say what you have to say and I say what I have to say. But I just don't, people don't want that. Because I was told, as soon as you start talking to a person, and the first thing they say is, I don't feel like arguing, they gotta go. Because you will never get your point across. They don't want to hear nothing you have to say. How can you be with someone in life without communication? How can you even think to be with someone and you can't even talk to them? Every little thing you say, they getting upset. Who can live with a person like that? Who can deal with a person like that? It's bad out here. Relationships, the game is bad. It is bad. It's really bad, and it's horrible. Nobody wants to work. It's a job. In order for you to make it work, you gotta work. You gotta put your amount in whatever percentage it is. You gotta work to make it. It's just not gonna come overnight. Oh, who is it? A good relationship. It don't work like that. But if you're not willing to make it work, leave that person alone. Go on out there, do what you gotta do, like Young Squalor, hopping, smoking, banging. I love you. I love you. I love you.
My boy.
Go ahead out there and do that. But don't put yourself,
what up?
Don't put yourself in a relationship if you're not gonna put the work in it. Because I'm telling you, relationships are hard. And if you're not willing, if that person is not willing for you to fight for, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Stop complaining. Because men complain too. What they call them, we used to call them at the job, Mitches. Y'all complain too.
That's true. Men do complain. I've been looking at you. What's going on with the smirk?
It takes two. I understand it takes two to make it work. Come on. But if you don't have that communication, I cannot be with somebody that doesn't talk. If you sit up there, whatever, I don't feel like talking. I'm messing with him. No, I'm really messing. I'm messing with Young Squalor. Young Squalor, I'm only messing.
Like I'm
only playing. That's one thing about me.
I know.
I have a sense of humor, and you gotta laugh. Sometimes you just gotta laugh about things. It's so important. And that's the number one key I look for with a person. If you don't have a sense of humor, don't even look my way, because you have to laugh. There's sometimes you gotta sit, just laugh, laugh about stuff. Like when we was talking last night, we was stupid. I know why we did that. You gotta laugh sometimes to get things through. But relationships are hard. I'm telling you, if you're not feeling,
they are.
It's hard, and then you wonder why a lot of people are single. It's not that they they can't get nobody. I don't want to deal with it. It's a lot. It's a lot, and people are not willing to work.
I want to say a statement. I want to know how y'all feel about it. Okay. I feel, in my opinion, that's why I want to know how y'all feel about it. Women don't like to communicate with men because men don't agree with what they're saying. Men don't like to communicate with women because women choose not to understand what the man is saying. How do y'all feel about that?
Some, maybe some, not all. That's not all.
That's some. I thought I say my bad. I thought I did, but some men and some women. So how do y'all feel about that?
Everybody has their own opinion. You don't. That's why I say you agree to disagree. If I say the sky is blue and you come out and say, well, I think it's pink. Okay. You probably high, but okay. You think the sky is pink, no problem. I'm not gonna sit up here arguing. I think that years ago, arguing, and people always, well, you don't know what you're talking about. this is how I feel. Well, this is how I feel. I ain't doing that no more. If that's what you think, no problem. I don't have energy anymore. You know how much energy it takes to argue? You ever argue with somebody and you had to go sit down like, oh my God.
You
Like,
all hot and shit.
You ever start getting sick behind it?
No, black men don't argue.
It's not worth it.
Well, that's not true.
My boy,
That's definitely not true.
Boy.
Black men don't argue either.
Oh, they argue.
No.
I remember being in a relationship. No, I remember being in a relationship, and I call myself being the mature one. So when this is what I like to do anyway. When I know the conversation is not going anywhere and we don't see eye to eye, I like to leave it alone, take a break, and we can try to continue it right later or disagree. Because the thing is, some people don't even like to agree to disagree. They gonna make you believe what they believe.
Yes,
it is. And I remember being in a relationship, and I just kind of like, okay, this is not going anywhere, and I stopped talking. Okay, this is for the black men don't argue. Well, this black man, he didn't like that I stopped arguing, and he wants to still go back and forth, really talking to himself. And guess what? That pisses people off too. Oh, yeah. When you stop going back and forth with them, and they have to argue with themselves. Okay,
wake up.
Good. So that don't even save you, kind of, when you try to. And that's because I obviously was dealing with a less mature person than me. Right. But nevertheless, that was my point I want to make. Even when you try to, mute yourself and leave the conversation, sometimes that'll piss somebody off too. Because then at that point they feel like you're ignoring them.
Right.
Yeah, but black men don't argue though. That wasn't arguing.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he wanted to argue, and I stopped it because I was gonna go far, but since you want to take it there, so he got so mad that I wouldn't argue and go back and forth with him that he started messing with my things, trying to destroy my things.
He sound narcissistic.
He's having a tantrum.
Why you ain't leave?
I eventually did. Yes, I eventually did. But let's stop playing these games. Very much so argue.
I'm playing games.
He argue more than me.
Don't come to me if you're
playing games. He wasn't a black man.
He was a black man.
He was like.
No, couldn't have been.
Yeah, he was a black man.
He was a black man.
Couldn't have been.
Nita, it's on you, baby. You got the
He was Anglo-Saxon.
No, he was black.
He was what's Tiger Woods? Kyle Bajan? He was Tiger Woods shit.
He's still black.
Black and Asian.
Nah. This is pure black.
I miss Nita. It's on you, baby. You ask the questions.
Is it? I thought Squalor was asking questions.
Well, yeah, I think I got one more, right?
Oh shit, word.
Is it better? Is it wrong if your woman roll up a blunt better than you?
Is it wrong? See, that's actually a great thing. Please beat my blunt roller.
I figured it.
That is limit. And you know what's even better? If she can roll a blunt and don't smoke.
Hold the blunt and don't smoke. So you want a woman that don't smoke
and pass it.
Yeah.
But you smoke.
I had a girl like that before. That shit was a blessing.
That's interesting.
She was like, let me roll it. She was like, let me roll it. I'm like, man, roll all day. Roll like 30 of them.
Oh, yes.
No,
okay, ask your question now, because we had 20 minutes under 2. And Meek was trying to get under 2 hours. We had 1:39.
I was looking at you like I'm surprised you ain't saying nothing.
All right, look. The main thing I'm trying to say is, so this is about gender bashing. Why is there always a, and this is not specific for men or women, this is actually a question for everybody. Why is it always a blame game when something. Like let's say we're in a relationship and the relationship ends. Why does it have to be somebody's fault? Why can't the relationship just end? Why can't we just grow apart? Why is it always a blame game?
Well, if you leave on a bad note, then obviously it was someone's fault. Both parties. Usually when a relationship doesn't make it, it's both parties usually play a role in that. Regardless if they see their role they play or not. You know, because like Preezy has been preaching all night, it's a team effort. It's togetherness. So if something fails, y'all failed together. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, oh, it's his fault. No, it's our fault. We failed at this relationship, and that's how.
Why, right? Because we go together.
Yeah.
We go together.
So yeah, if y'all just grew apart and y'all like, hey, we know it's not working, and y'all collectively decided to call it quits, then that's different. But if someone just checks out of a relationship, then obviously,
either
come
you're
on,
not happy,
yeah, somebody's gonna have to be the blame for that.
Else, or on the other side, it happens.
But why is that? Like,
I just
let's
told
say.
you.
No, I get you. I hear you. But check this out.
I love it. Yes.
Check this out. Is it like, let's say you used to doing something a certain way, and I'm doing something this way? Is that a fault? And we just get tired of each other?
That means y'all never found a way to bring it to the middle.
I think people get
tired. Yeah, y'all never found a way to make it work though. How can you be in a relationship if y'all both going in different directions? That's never worked.
I agree you should do spontaneous things in a relationship, spice it up. Because things change in a relationship. It can get boring. You taking each other for granted. That's why you got to spice things up. You got to do things and have fun with it. You know, meet me at the bar one night at the hotel and pretend that you're a stranger. You know, do fun things like that. Go on dates. You know.
Pretend like you're a stranger.
Yeah,
I just saw that shit in the movie.
I'll pass you my key. I'll pass you my whole
role play.
Yeah, you know, role play.
Yeah, like that. You see her eyes light up. Role play.
Pretend you're somebody else. It's all about having fun too. Because at the end of the day, you should want that person to be your friend. So relationships always don't work out. You know, it all depends. But if it is working out, because things change in life, make it fun. Go on date nights. Do something interesting.
But if it is to end, are you blaming yourself? Are you blaming the man?
I think everything has an expiration. I don't think nothing is gonna last forever, ever. Either we're gonna distance ourselves because maybe just the love is not there anymore, or one of us are gonna pass away. It's either or. People come in your life for certain reasons, certain seasons. That's how it is. But if it's something there, you're willing to make it work. Make it work. Yeah, I mean, you was in love with me at one point. Let's get it back. And if you can't get it back, go your separate ways. People grow apart. But why are you growing apart? Is it because maybe you found somebody else, or maybe you're just not in love with that person anymore? It happens.
Or maturity, you grow.
We have to accept it. Like nothing is gonna last forever. Like I said, either you're gonna fall out of love with me, or something happens. Like, you know, illness, sickness, death. But
and just like you outgrow toys, you can outgrow people.
Right.
Okay.
But if you're willing to, you know, hey, this is the person I want to be with, make it work. Because what relationship is going to be hotsy-totsy all the time? You know, it's not.
No,
make it fun. You got to do things. Fall in love. What did you do when you fell in love? You know, do those things. Sometimes we take for granted of our partners. We know they there, they ain't going nowhere, and it can become boring. Spice it up. You know, roll stuff up together. Y'all go together.
Role play.
Role play.
Look at her eyes. Role play.
Why not play a game? hide the blunt, and we find it. Do some fun stuff like that, like
Not hide the blunt. Look, that might turn
That's
aggressive if you hide his
Yeah.
blunt. Ain't that right?
That's liable to get you kicked out.
Fun stuff, because relationships are tough. But if you're willing to make it work, you'll do it. This person really means something to you, you do it.
All right.
Yeah, but don't hide the blunt.
Don't hide the blunt.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
But
good idea.
if you find it, might be a little surprise behind it. Make it fun.
Or depending on where she hide it at.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Listen, if you can make a person laugh, I'll smile, laugh all day. Yeah, that's a plus.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to be around and be miserable, sitting up there with a tie, burgundy shirt, shades on, looking like he a preacher. I don't need that in my life. He didn't catch that. He didn't catch
it.
I hope he did.
In Bethlehem. You forgot to say that, Breezy.
I'm just playing. I just want to see if you was listening.
Oh man!
You forgot to say it. You gotta say the full name.
No, I'm just.
You had me dying when I see that message, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You saved
that
it?
message, I was in tears when I saw that shit.
No, for real, you saved it.
Yeah, I saved it. That shit was funny as hell.
And see, that's the key in relationships too.
Mm.
You gotta make it fun.
Speak on it.
Make it fun. Make it fun. Talk about. You should be able to talk about everything.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, yo, Danita ready. Go ahead, baby. Do your thing, girl.
She on fire.
No, we got 14 minutes. Let's
She timing that motherfucker. She like, me said he want to keep it under 2. We about
I'm trying to help
minutes from 2.
Okay, so this is my question. What are your reasons to believe that when women share their truth about men, that is considered gender bashing? That when women share their truth,
you echoing Danita.
Somebody got.
I don't know why. Oh, I hear an echo. I don't know why though.
That's crazy, yo.
Crazy. Yo,
yeah,
that's crazy.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, am I still echoing?
No.
You good. Yeah. What was the question, Daniel?
Okay, so I stated, what are your reasons to believe that when women share their truth about men, it's considered gender bashing? Like, why do you see that as gender bashing if they're just sharing their truth?
Well, for me, sharing how you feel about your partner is not gender bashing. Gender bashing is you stupid ass nigga, you a bum, you can't do nothing anyway, or you're just like every other man that I met, all men ain't shit. That's gender bashing. Now, if you tell your partner, hey baby, you know, I don't like the way you do a certain thing because of boom, 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 bop, bop, bop. That's different because the question you asked was why, when a woman tells a man how he feels, why do they see it as gender bashing?
No, that's not what I said.
What you said?
I said, what are your reasons to believe that when a woman shares her truth about a man, it's considered gender bashing? So if I say this man
answered the question, you said my truth.
And ain't did shit. No, and ain't did shit. Then how is that gender bashing? That means his ass came over here and they did
give me
shit.
an example. Give me an example. What's your?
I know what she means.
Give us the truth.
A truth. Like if I say, these niggas ain't. No, that ain't my truth though. Let me see what would be my truth. If I ran into a bunch of men that okay, I got a perfect one. Men just want women to take care of them.
Whose
is
truth
that
is that?
Gender bashing? Because that's what I've ran across. But that's my truth.
That is gender bashing.
That ain't no bashing.
All niggas. You just
what are your reasons to believe? What are your reasons to believe that is gender bashing?
No, as soon as you said niggas, as a general statement, it was gender bashing. You gotta
No, I didn't
specify
say.
it
I
to
didn't.
the niggas that you see that,
I
that
said
you talking about.
men. I said men want women to take care of them. That's what I said.
But what men? That's a general statement. You gotta
It is a general
specify them
statement. But if I say that based on my truth and my experience, how is that? What are your reasons to believe, or how is that gender bashing?
that is a gender bash.
How? Give me the reasons why it's gender bashing.
Because
That's
you
what I'm asking.
generalize the statement. Once you generalize the statement, you gender bash. That's just like me saying all bitches is hoes.
So why you gotta say bitches and hoes though?
Why you gotta say
Why
niggas?
you gotta say men is
I didn't say niggas.
you know
I said men. I said niggas earlier. Y'all got it mixed up.
Okay.
Y'all got it mixed
what
up.
if I say women is hoes?
There you go.
It's a general statement.
That's the same thing.
Prissy said put her on.
Yeah, I'm about to put her on now.
Once you generalize a statement, now if I can snap.
So you're saying the reason that you consider it as gender bashing is because it was generalized. The statement was generalized.
Yeah, so like, if I say I ran into this woman and she was a hoe, now that's not gender bashing. But if I say women are hoes because I ran into some women that were hoes.
Okay, so if I say these men that I've been running into want women to take care of them, that's still considered gender bashing.
That's not gender bashing because you said these men you ran into. You didn't say all men.
Specifying it to those niggas. Once you made it a general broad, that was gender bashing. But once you break it down and say, yeah, I ran into some niggas, I've been running into some niggas, then now it's no longer gender bashing.
Okay.
But to answer, I already see what you're trying to get to. But to answer your question, it goes according to the person you're speaking to. You feel what I'm saying? If a person has a weak intellect and a weak mind and take everything to offense, then they're gonna think like that. But a normal person is gonna say, are you talking about me in general, or are you just saying overall? And then they'll explain to you, okay, let me show you the difference on how to say it correctly versus, trying to generalize it towards me.
Okay, so I can accept that. Good answer.
So what was your second question, baby?
The second question is it was kind of similar, so it makes me wonder if I should ask it, but
go for it. I just caught the L cramp in my leg. But I'm listening though.
It's kind of similar though, because it was more so of me saying like, how is my experience? I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of the same. How is my experience with men and how I see? Because then I will bring in like what we see as a whole, which is the fact that Black men are not stepping up, taking care of their kids. When you get to see this your experience happening on a global level, and I share it, how is that considered gender bashing? Because for sure, you can get into a formal online, and I am going to social media where someone is expressing their situation, and it just happens to be something that is kind of global. Because we can say collectively that statistically, globally, Black men are not taking care of their kids in these households. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, But with that being said, if it's a 1,000 women or thousands of women online expressing the same thing because that's their experience, how is that gender bashing? You know what I
mean? Like I said, once you generalize the statement, it's gender
bashing. It's not generalizing.
Like if you're saying from your experience the men you've dealt with,
I said it's happening on a global level, though. Y'all gotta it's happening everywhere.
If you're saying all men or a certain way, that's gender bashing. So if you're speaking from your personal experience, nobody should take it as gender bashing at all because that's your personal opinion.
But if it's happening globally and collectively, thousands of women are saying men are not taking care of their children, then how is that?
Yeah, the stats don't lie. The stats don't lie.
That's experiencing the same thing.
The stats don't lie.
What I'm saying is people consider this. No, people consider this.
Yo, this dude is crazy.
All women is hoes.
But you
It's
gotta,
Oh,
always
no,
across
you
the globe.
didn't.
So
No, you
I'm gonna
didn't.
cut him right here. You gotta prove
Get
that
him,
all
get
women
him.
are hoes. But we can prove
you
that
have
men
to
are not in
prove
the
that
house
all
taking care of their
women,
kids.
all
You
men
can't
ain't taking care of
prove
their
them
kids.
as
I can tell
hoes.
you.
Look
Bro,
at
I can tell you right
OnlyFans.
now.
bro. No,
Look
Hold
at
on.
OnlyFans.
Fuck OnlyFans. Hold on.
I ain't no
Drop a
hoe.
bomb, bro. They just
no,
dropped the
bro.
statistic last week.
Okay,
Last week,
we
the
can prove
statistic
that
just
they
dropped for
not
the
taking
United
care of
States
these kids.
saying
Okay,
that 70% of
we
black
can
households
prove
have
they
a
not
father.
taking care of these kids,
70% of
honey.
black households have a father in 2024. Your statement is false. So majority
We
of
can
men are
prove
taking
they
care
not
of their
taking
house.
care of
Ah,
these kids.
70% of black men are in the household taking care
We
of
can
it.
prove they not taking
According
care
to
of these
a
kids,
stat that they
honey.
just dropped last week, your statement is
that's the
false.
weed talking.
No. You wanted to use
Ah,
all
smoking,
women as
smoking.
hoes or
Hey,
something.
how you drop
But
receipts
No,
in
no.
here?
Stay on
no,
your
Yeah,
side,
no.
why you always call it? Why do we have to be called hoes? Why?
because he don't
Why
know.
do
I
you
He
Well,
have
was
to
don't
using
you
an
know
know
go
what
to
you can
example.
nothing.
do?
He
say
don't
these
know
Put
negative
nothing
that
things
shit
else.
in
about
the chat.
women?
This is
I
the
didn't.
thing.
Why do we
Clock
have
This
to
that
is the
shit
be
up
thing.
and
called
put it in
that?
the chat.
He don't know
I'm
nothing
gonna
else.
just be
Why
quiet
do we have to
because
be called that?
I was using the example, Breezy. You missed the first part of it.
You've
That
been
All right,
using
wasn't
an
me
we
calling
heard it.
example all
anybody
We
night.
heard
hoes.
it.
So what I'm saying is, she said all men don't take care of their kids as a
I
general
didn't say
statement.
all men. I
She
said
didn't
Listen,
say all men. She
you
did not
missing the
say
question.
all
I
men.
said if thousands of women are experiencing the same thing, and globally and statistically, it has been
Yes,
shown that men are missing out of the household. How is that
yes.
gender
But
bashing
he
when
just
it
that
he
is
is
not a
just
a fact?
debunked
global.
the
That's not a
When
theory,
it
global
is a
phenomenon.
fact.
and
That's
he
what
just
I'm
was
saying.
speaking on facts
I
too.
just told you a fact as well that last week the United States dropped this percentage that 70% of black households are being
Where
taken
at?
care of by black men as of 2024. Your
Where'd you
Like
get
I
experience
your
just
information?
said,
hasn't.
Where you get
how
your
is that
information from?
gender bashing? You got to stick to the
Right.
question. How is
Can
that
y'all?
gender
Can
bashing
somebody
if
look
it's
up? Can
happening?
I
somebody
told
look
you.
up gender
Any
bashing? What
general
is the
statement about
definition?
any general statement is gender bashing. If
It's
I say
not a
all women
general
are happy,
statement. You keep
that is
generalizing
a
it.
general
You're the one
statement.
generalizing it.
God,
You
get the
didn't generalize it.
definition.
You,
I said if let me say
You
it again. If thousands
know,
of women are experiencing the same thing and sharing their experience, how
you
is
men
it
are not
gender
stepping up. Y'all not stepping up.
you see how Breezy just said you men are not stepping up? I don't even have kids. That's a gender badge. You
Oh,
can't say you men
okay.
nothing.
So you ain't got to step up, baby. You good.
So you can't say men are, you can't say that's a gender badge.
It's
That
But
is
not
you
a
a
good
gender
badge.
though,
badge if
baby.
thousands of us are sharing our
You
experience.
was good, boo.
All right,
But
y'all.
you see
But that
how
was my
you
question. Y'all feel
men.
like y'all answered that or what? Because,
I
honey,
answered
I
it.
just answered it.
okay, I don't agree. Not a good answer. But we
Why is that a good answer?
Any
That's the
general
answer that you
statement
didn't
is a
want to
gender
hear.
But she
badge.
said
That's a
so.
prime
If
example
it's
of what
not
I'm
a
saying
general statement, it's
about
not a
being
gender badge.
optimistic.
nah, I'm
What
just
you should have said was, "I respect your
Why
answer,
can't we
but
just
I
all
don't
get
agree with it."
along? That's what I don't understand. Why
I
can't we
don't
just
You want
all
to know
get
understand
why we
it
along?
don't
either.
all get along? I'm gonna sit up here and tell you why we don't all get along because nobody wants to listen no more. Okay, everybody
Exactly.
wants to talk, talk,
So
talk,
you
talk,
be the
talk, talk.
first. So you be the first one and listen. How about that?
I
Yeah,
was
and
listening.
understand.
I didn't interrupt when Squalla and Danita was going at it. I waited until she finished. Then after she finished, I said what I said.
The squatter
Well,
been on some nonsense tonight.
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't
I
This
doing
love
that.
no
it.
nonsense.
I'm
Y'all
looking
trying to
forward to a
blame the
part
weed.
3.
Y'all trying to say because I can
Word.
tell you right now. I know two guys personally that's fighting to see their kids because the mother is being a deadbeat, and I know them
Okay, that
Well, if
personally.
they
happens.
fighting to see their kids, how she the deadbeat if she got the kids?
Right.
She a
That's because she's
deadbeat
not
because she
allowing
keeping their
him to
kids
see the
away from a
kids.
father that want to take
That's
care of
not
them. That's why.
classified as a deadbeat. That's classified as using the kids
Well,
as
I
a
tell you
weapon
what, when the
against the
kids
dad.
get
It's not
older
a
and
deadbeat.
they ask the question, it's on the mother because the father
No,
was
Hmm?
fighting.
it's that's not considered a deadbeat. If I'm taking care
And
of the
the
kids, I'm
only reason
definitely
she don't
maybe a
want
deadbeat.
the only reason she don't want him to see his kids is because he don't want her ass. So
I mean,
yeah,
that's
You
bitterness.
act like you
toxic
You know
as
know.
about
shit.
that? Dads are the same. Let me tell you what dads do from my experience. If they ain't having sex with the mom or they can't have sex with the mom, guess what? Fuck them kids. That's how they feel. So we ain't gonna play with. That's how they do
But
it.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. That's
But
not
if
an
they can't screw
everybody
the
thing.
mom, then they like screw the kid. You know, like
What
forget
I'm
the
saying
kid.
is,
They don't want to know. No,
once we
because we want to go
generalize the
there and we
statement,
gonna go there because this
Mhm.
we're not
it's
going
on
there.
Give
both
You
it to
missing the
sides.
him,
point.
Danita.
It's
You
on both
taking
Give
it
it
sides.
to him.
It's
personal.
on both sides.
Y'all
These
taking
men
the
don't want to
personal.
take care
I'm
of their
just
kids if they
saying.
can't get no cooking,
Give
honey.
My
it to
point is not
Shanita.
about. I'm
Give it
not
to Smoking
defending.
Joe
Hold on.
Cafe.
Check this
Give it to
out.
him, girl. Give it to
Check this
Smoking
out.
Joe Cafe.
You
What
can't give
does
it to
my
me because I'm not
relationship with
defending.
you?
I'm
No,
not
no, no.
defending
What does
anybody.
my relationship with you have to do with you taking care of your kids?
That's right.
I don't care about
That's
that.
right.
I'm talking about
Well,
gender bashing. Gender
well.
bashing is a general statement.
No.
If it's not general, it's not a bash.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm done.
thought you would back up out that conversation. You
That's
better.
right.
I'm done.
You better.
I ain't backing up on nothing because once
Yeah, you
again,
better
I don't
back up
have
out
So
of
let
it.
me
children.
ask you a question.
I
Then.
don't have children,
You
and I
better
was
back
raised
up
by a
out of
single
it.
mother. I have plenty of tenure in that conversation, and I could tell you once again. I know two men
Well,
that's fighting to see their kids because they don't want to be with
and
their
I
baby
can tell
mama.
you about the men that ain't
And,
gonna see
and
their
I was
kids because they
raised by a
can't see
single
with the
mother.
mama.
I was raised by a single mother, and you might be right, and I'm not telling you
I'm
you're
very
wrong. I'm
right.
just saying it's not
Might be
everybody.
right.
Well, either way, I never
Oh,
said you was wrong.
Okay.
I say that you can't generalize that statement and put that on all men because you went through some shit.
man, part
Just like
two.
I'm
No,
saying my
when
niggas
did
can't
I
And
put
ever
that's
their
the
shit
same
generalize
thing
that?
position
with
I
you.
never
on all men,
generalized
on
that.
all
I
women.
was going toe to toe with you, with your
That's
statement.
right.
So let's get it
Yeah.
right. Let's get it right.
Yeah.
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 You can't go toe
Yeah.
to toe with me because I don't have
I just
kids.
did.
That's
And you
one.
backfire and you're
Well,
backtracking
maybe
right
we
now.
need to go blunt to blunt with you. How about that? How about
And you
blunt to
damn
blunt
sure
with you?
can't do that. Snoop can't
Son,
even do that.
son.
Snoop can't even do that with
Not
me.
blood to blood.
Y'all will be passed out trying to do that.
No, we won't.
You might
No,
can
we
outdrink me
won't.
though. You might can outdrink me, but you ain't fucking with me
You
with the
said
weed.
blood to blood. Oh, it's 2 hours.
Hey, look,
She's like,
she gonna time it. She gonna time it though.
Yo,
all
she
right.
I
is
just want
timing it.
I was going to do
She
the
said,
quick five, but I ain't doing that shit, man.
what?
Nah,
What
man.
is it?
Not
What's
like
the
the
matter?
quick five questions like I did like in the last podcast. Like I
You
asked 5
scared?
questions.
Go ahead and do your quick impression. Do you?
Do what you
Do
gotta
whatever
do.
you do on your show.
Go ahead,
Well,
Pastor.
this Preezy,
Man, we
those
about to
are
make you go
some real
viral with
Golden
this.
Girls vibes. I love them.
You know
Huh?
what, y'all let me know if I'm loud too. I get loud when I get excited.
I might steal the
Yeah,
glasses
man,
from
that
you.
Texas, that country ass Texas shit, man.
All right.
Yo, I like this crew. I
You know what
swear.
we're gonna do? We just gonna do it like I'm just gonna do one question apiece. But what I'm
All
gonna do
right.
is I'm gonna let you pick the number and I'm gonna ask the question.
All
So
right.
we're gonna go with you, Preezy. Pick from number 1 to 23. Which one you want?
1 to 23, 17.
17.
It's my favorite number.
Okay. Would you rather be with a partner that is family or loyalty oriented? I can explain if you want to know the difference. In my opinion, of course.
Explain it. Let me hear.
Okay. Family oriented, meaning in a sense of sometimes, depending on the person, of course, they feel like they're obligated to, be with their family and do what their family wants them to do, even if a possibility it can be the wrong thing. Now, on the flip side of that, loyalty oriented is basically whoever's good to me, I'm gonna be good to them. Doesn't matter whether if it's my mother, father, sister, brother, so forth, so forth.
Oh, definitely loyalty. I agree. Loyalty is very important to me.
Okay.
And I'm a family orientated person. So I love when
So a
somebody
little bit of
loves their
both.
family. I love when someone loves their family. That shows a lot when you love your family. So I'm very family orientated. Yeah.
All right, Squall, it's on you. What number you picking between 1 and 23?
Joe,
Blunt.
23, brother.
23? All right. Honor or respect?
Who?
Honor or respect?
Honor or respect?
Can't be respect.
Yeah, respect.
I knew you was gonna struggle. I knew you would.
But of course.
To be honorable or to be respected? To be honorable is to be respected, though.
Okay, explain.
I say honor.
Honor? Okay.
I say honor.
All right. Okay, honor. That's the same answer I would have said too, so that's good. All right, it's on you, Donita. Between 1 and 23, pick a number, girl.
18, honey.
Hi.
Okay,
It's my birthday.
this is
It's my
nice. What do you think are 3 things this generation is lacking?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
the generation.
I should have picked
Oh,
that.
3? I can only pick 3? That's gonna be hard now.
I
What?
should have picked that question.
Oh, what, 18? Okay, let's
Yeah.
see. Self-awareness.
Okay,
A
okay.
lot of that. Self-awareness for sure.
Yes.
Oh, it's so hard. Okay, self-awareness.
That's one.
This generation.
Lack of respect.
Yeah, lack of respect and work ethics. That's what I'm gonna say.
Responsibility. They don't got
Self-awareness,
no.
respect, and work.
They
Well,
missing a lot of shit.
Man, I know. I mean, 3 was hard. 3 was hard.
She was like, 3, shit, I got about 25. Shit, I wrote it down too.
I got so
They
many.
missing a lot of shit. This generation, man. And when you say this generation, what you talking about?
No
Like
fear.
the
They
teenagers?
lack no fear. They're not afraid of
Generation in
anything,
general, like teenagers,
repercussions or
adults,
not.
you know?
Yeah.
They're not afraid. You know,
These young
they're not afraid.
wild
They
out
want
here,
things
man.
fast and
Okay, all
These
right.
youngers,
they don't want to
listen
work
shit
for
either,
nothing.
man.
They
Right.
don't want to work for nothing. They're gonna bust you upside your head to take your money.
Take
You
your
know,
money.
steal
Yeah,
your
for sure.
cars, do all kinds
Mhm.
of stuff. They just
Okay. So we're gonna end it off like this. We're
yeah.
just gonna go around the board, say a little bit of words of inspiration and get off this. So I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm just gonna play with you. I'm gonna pick first. Danita, it's on you, girl.
Did
Any
you close
word
your eyes and
inspiration?
pick me?
Yeah, I want like this. More like that. Just pointing at
But
you.
he know where we at though.
See,
Where
nah.
we at,
I thought I
Squala? Where
mixed
we
it
at?
up.
Where we at?
Any words of inspiration you have for the world? Get off here.
I think my words of inspiration, if I wanted to share with someone, is don't give up on life. If you have dreams and goals, just keep reaching for them. Sometimes we are unable to get to that place we feel like we deserve because we feel like we're ready, and sometimes we're really not. So I feel like everyone will make it to where they need to be when they need to be there. So if you have something, like I said, like your goals and dreams, just keep going regardless of what it looks like. And don't forget to check out my podcast, Let's Talk Perspectives by Danita Baby, or your host, Danita Baby, and just follow and like my page. Thank you. That's all I got.
All right. Squala, it's on you.
All right, so first thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna address my panel here. I fuck with all of y'all. And yeah, I be getting loud and doing my shit, but I be passionate about my points. So that's it. I smoke weed, man. I smoke weed.
How is that motivational?
Yeah,
I'm
Mary.
about to tell you the motivation right now. Smoke weed every day. And black men don't cheat.
Is that the advice you giving?
Lord, help me, Jesus.
A blunt a day.
Jesus, take the mic. Jesus, take the mic.
Move the blood away, Lord. Please help this man.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.
Don't listen to people telling you some shit, man. Just do what you want to do. Smoke weed and live your life. Most importantly,
And know that
live your life.
we go together. Wow. Smoke weed every day, huh?
That's interesting motivation.
Yeah.
All right.
Smoke
I
weed
was about to do
every
that shit. I was about to do that just now, yo. All right, Preezy, it's on you.
My speech is don't listen to young Squala's speech.
I agree.
Please, people, please understand you do not need marijuana. Okay? Because especially those have jobs that you get doled. Please do not smoke that stuff. It is not necessary. It makes you forget things. It makes you do things that you shouldn't do. And your income, it can affect your income. Okay. But
It can also
anyway,
affect the outcome.
it can affect the outcome.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that
Or
next on
both.
the Meek Show.
Okay.
First of all, self-love and whatever you want, reciprocate it. Don't just take, and you're not giving. You have to have self-love for yourself because you can't love anyone or anything if you don't love yourself. You will, if you don't know how to love yourself, how can you love someone else? So first, find that self-love within you. And we all have flaws. Understand that. Shouldn't nitpick with everybody with their flaws. If the flaws are too much, leave.
Mhm.
But encourage people to better themselves and motivate yourself. Everybody needs that motivation. Be a partner. But make yourself happy. We are not here to make people happy. I didn't come in, whether it's a friendship, family member, relationship. I'm not around you to make you happy. I would rather you to be happy. And if I come around, things are better. So learn to love yourself. And you can hear more about that if you turn in to Listen Up, Listening podcast. And I come on the mornings from 6 a.m.
I love that.
I come on the mornings. You know, I
I
chit
love
chat and
that.
all that. I try to make everybody laugh because we don't know what we're facing every day in life. And so my job is to make you laugh before you step into that workplace. And I try to do the best I can because I feel like I'm a funny person and I just want peace.
Mhm.
Nice, nice,
Yes,
nice.
take care of
I love it.
yourself. Take
I
care
just
of
want,
yourself.
yes, self-love. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't love you because people know when you don't love yourself. I'm telling you, when you accept things and allow them to do certain things to you that they wouldn't allow anyone to do to them, they already know that you don't love yourself. And it's not about being selfish, it's loving you, putting you first. So that's it.
Speak on it, girl.
And I got one more thing to say. One more thing to
What you
say.
gotta
What?
say?
If you are,
What?
We
if you are in
skipping him. We skipping him.
no, no.
Can I use
This
the
is
Uno
valuable
skip
No,
card
information.
on
I
him?
This
really
is
listen.
valuable.
I
This
enjoy
is
him.
valuable information.
No, we
Yes.
skipping
So
you.
if you're in a smoking session, we no longer pass the blunt around. You will roll your own blunt.
See, you mess with him and you wanted him to say that foolishness. Get off the screen. Come on.
We're gonna get you into a program. We're gonna get you into a
I
program.
guess, Scott. I'm fucking with you, bro.
We're gonna get
We
you in a
will
program. We're gonna stop. You're gonna
roll
stop
your
smoking that
own
stuff.
blunt. We no longer pass it to the left. We are facing.
We're gonna get you out of that.
Nah, but
And you
for
know,
me
like
though,
I
I'm just
know
gonna
you're
keep
not
it real
supposed to be
simple.
doing that anyway. You know that, right? We're not gonna say nothing, but you know you're not supposed to, right?
Nah.
What did you tell us last week? Don't say it.
Mm.
Yeah, that,
He
he
know. He
laughed.
know. He know. You better stop. You be messing up zip codes.
Yo, El Capitan, the maestro is speaking. So
Nah,
you
it's
know what
cool.
you
It's
gotta do,
cool.
baby. You gotta be quiet, baby. What Breezy do? She mute her mic like, oh, Meek talking.
Oh,
Nah,
let me. Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
nah, but real talk, man. I'm just gonna keep it simple. Just shut up and listen, man. You know, the only way you're gonna learn about life and the people you have around you is if you just listen, be observant. Stop being so quick to always having something to say. Sit down, listen, and you might learn something that can help you, that can prevent you from being in situations, whether it's bad friendships, there's bad relationships. Just listen, you know, listen and observe, and I guarantee you will get further in life doing those two things. That's all I got for y'all. But I just want to say I appreciate all of y'all. Like I'm telling you, the vibes and energy was cool. I really love y'all, man. Seriously, I appreciate y'all for being on my platform, man. Seriously. Like,
We
love
gotta do
y'all.
that
It's always a
podcast
pleasure.
going
It's
forward,
always a
man.
pleasure of being
Always.
on your podcast. It's a
Definitely.
lot of fun.
Word, word.
It's
But I'm
always
just
a
saying,
lot of fun.
I'm announcing it now. This is going to be my last podcast until September because
Whoa.
I'm doing deep revamping. Like when I come back, I'm trying to come back on some official tissue. But I'm not saying I don't want to be on y'all platform. So Preezy, you be sending me them links. I need it whenever you going on. Squalor, whenever you going on, please. Cause I want to be on y'all platform too. You heard?
We still got,
And
we
then
gotta get that podcast, all four of us, yo. We got to.
Yeah, all four.
We
We still got
definitely
work.
got to do it again now. Even if you come on, we go on Young Squalor's podcast, or we go on. You guys come on mine or Danita's. We got to do it again.
Of course, of
Of
course, of
course.
course.
This is a
Like I
great,
said, I
this
love y'all,
like,
man. You know, I love
our
all of y'all.
chemistry is great.
And like, I'm gonna leave it like this: from the words of Squalor, # Black men don't cheat. You heard?
Let's go.
the biggest
Let's
lie
Black
ever.
go.
men don't
You know what?
cheat.
After that, I'm getting ready to get on a train. I'm getting ready to get on Amtrak. Good night.
Let's go.
Good night. Good night. I
Smoke
know you
weed
ain't just
every
say that.
day.
The biggest lie ever.
Oh, I love
The
y'all, man.
biggest lie.
What? Black
Everybody
men
going
don't
on
cheat.
tonight.
Love y'all.
No.
Y'all know the slogan, man. Y'all know how it goes.
They
As
lead in
always,
the
spread
pack.
my hate.
They lead in the
Chase my
pack.
dream.
Yeah.
No, black
She look at
women
you,
are
Danny.
leading the
You got
pack.
Danny mad with that black men don't cheat shit. She like, man, what the fuck you talking about? Black men don't cheat.
Black men
Black
cheat.
men never cheated in history. Never cheated.
What? What kind of the
Had two,
kente
three,
mess you
had two
talking?
or three
Foolery.
families, but never cheated.
Foolery.
But
Boy, you are really funny. But you know what? You know what?
before I get out of here.
Black men don't cheat if they don't get caught. That's how they feel.
Mm.
Oh my God.
But you always, but you know what?
Take
Men
it back.
cannot
I
cheat.
didn't say
I
that
don't
to you.
know why men cheat because they can't. They don't know how to cheat.
Yeah, I don't know why
They
men
get
cheat
caught.
either. Because black men, we
They
don't
don't know how to
participate.
cheat.
They don't know how to cheat.
Yeah, I
They
don't
get
know what's wrong with
sloppy
them
and
niggas,
careless.
with them
Very
men, but
sloppy. Very
black men,
sloppy.
we don't partake in them activities, so I wouldn't know.
Sloppy and careless.
I mean, they do. Damn,
What?
I
They're
didn't even
not
know
good.
that.
You didn't even know that. We
Black
go
men don't cheat.
together.
How I'm supposed to know?
We go together. Yeah, okay.
We 2 hours and 17 minutes in this. We just trying to keep it down to under 2 hours. So we about 17 minutes or maybe a little longer over. Right?
Yeah, we over. We over.
We over.
You know why?
It's
Because
over.
it be so good.
That you don't even pay attention to the time. It's a fact.
No,
Oh, I was
That's a
watching
fact.
it. I was...
Yeah, I was watching that motherfucker.
it be
She ain't want.
But
it
yeah,
be
like,
it be so good. You don't even realize that
time be
because the
flying.
time is flying. Yeah.
That's how we ended up on there, but 4 hours last time.
Mm-hmm. Because the topics are great.
That shit was 3 hours and 29 minutes. I was like,
crazy. That was crazy.
But you know, my podcast
but
be that long, though.
I'm gonna end it off with my slogan and my motto, though. You know, so I gotta end it off like that. Y'all know the slogan, y'all know the motto. Spread love, not hate. Chase our dreams. We off this, y'all. Peace.
Smoke weed every day.
Why?